Poo poo poo. So, yeah.
Almost done with you,
Neat.
Pathbuilder. I just need to figure out why I don't have... Why I have Quick Swim, but no...
Is there an equivalent item in this game to like a world atlas?
You mean like a map?
Shut up! It sounds cooler when I say it the first way.
That's fair. I'll give you that.
I'm sorry. The goblins, they be a what's the phrase? They be
a goblin.
They be a goblin on my mind today. I don't know why. Today just feels like an off day.
Goblin up
for
these
no
nuts.
particular reason.
Got him.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I was wondering why I didn't have it.
Are you okay? Did you just get possessed?
You can have a Pokeball, but it's your hands.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I still have a Pokemon in that other campaign. No, I'll just leave it on a shelf like everyone else does.
Poke hands.
Fucking pokey hands.
Catch
No,
these
I'm
poke
taking
hands.
poke hands.
Okay. Sorry, I think
So,
I think I have everything set up now.
Oh, I need one more.
Oh my god, Boundless Reprisals is broken. What the
Am I still
fuck?
doing that thing? Stop it.
Get some help.
get some help. Damn it. I've been slow. Connor can attest. Ever since LARP, I'm slow on my uptake for these. A lot of people beat me to some very good puns.
Yeah, I mean, you still get a lot of puns. Don't
Oh
get
yeah,
me
no.
wrong,
I guess
but
for my standard, I was
So I get the spell that I get with my patron. Do I get that in my prepared spells for free, or does it take a slot in my prepared
Is it a focus
spells?
spell?
It's a spell. It is.
I think it just counts as a spell you know, and you still have to prepare it.
Okay.
Fair
Fair
enough. Quote me
enough.
on that. Let me see.
I'm actually
spell
actively
casting.
quoting you on it.
Prepared spells may, as you can use it. Some of your spells require blah blah blah. Hexes, no. Heightening spells, no. Cantrips, no. Hex cantrips, shut the fuck up.
Okay.
Send you familiar, blah blah blah. 10 knowing cantrips, 5 first level spells, and 1 additional spell determined by your patron's theme. You choose these spells. It looks like it is just an additional spell you know. I love that the learn a spell activity for witches is your familiar eating the spell scroll.
I will feed him.
Feed me, Seymour.
Oh god. Oh no, I lied.
You liar.
Witches aren't exempt from the familiar death rules, because it says that if your familiar dies, it just says your patron replaces it. So I guess witches do, like, I guess there is no class that familiar death is just always permanent. Got it.
Good.
It literally says in the next sentence, the new familiar might be a duplicate or reincarnation of your former.
I didn't read. Thanks for catching me. But if it's a duplicate, is it really the same familiar?
How do it?
What?
How do?
What do you want?
How do all?
This boy.
I got it. I think. How do actions? How do that? Can I just click on the spell and it'll cast a spell? Like I don't have to put it in my actions.
Should open up a menu.
I'll open up your menu. Heyo.
Promise.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Got it.
I've enjoyed like listening to James's like romp through Pathfinder and Foundry.
It do read.
It
No
do be a
good.
read.
It read do be no good.
All right.
Uh,
I need to
equal
get
to
rid of
1
this
plus your
dueling sword.
intel. Hey God, what languages should I know?
That's a good question.
You gotta
You're a
figure out
tiefling.
where you're. You gotta figure out where you're from first.
Oh. Ugh. Like in the world?
Yes.
Hey God, where am I from?
Where's your
That's a
place
good
in the world?
question.
No,
Where you
not
f-
you, God. The other God. My God.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had a god.
Pathfinder place.
Are you a good person or are you a bad person?
I'm a good person, I think.
All right. All right, good, because we're gonna put you in the worst place possible,
Yes, please.
and it's gonna be that I got you out of there.
Thanks, God.
Let's see what this place is.
I have a philosophical question for you guys. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
watching
boy.
a show the other day and it did this. If you died, right? But
Mhm.
someone had made a clone of you around the same time that has all of your memories and experiences up to that point in time, like including the fact that they know that they died, is it the same person? Like if no one else knows.
So, okay, so they've actually like, this is a topic for hot debate, right? Yes
I
and
do love
no.
hot debates.
I
both-
just say no. I just say straight up no.
Both of these statements are true because if you create, like, let's say, if you replace clone with computer system, right? If you download a computer system with all of your memories, all of your feelings and emotion, every part of you goes into this computer system, right? That computer system becomes alive, but it is you. So from its perspective,
You are it.
the old you, the original you, the meat suit is a copy of it, and it goes on about its merry meat suit life. But the computer system, because it has everything that comprises you, is alive and is in fact you. However, from your perspective, that was the day that the computer system was born, and you created it, so it cannot be you. It just has all of you. So from each individual's perspective, the answer is no. Like, from the computer system's perspective, the meat suit is no. But from the meat suit's perspective, the computer system is no. However, the correct answer is yes.
Interesting.
Not if I
You
kill
should
it.
play Soma.
So yeah, I was thinking about Soma while I was doing that, but I was also thinking about, I don't watch the CW shows anymore, but I was rolling across Reddit the other day and they mentioned something. I was like, yeah, this is why I don't watch this anymore. Apparently in one of the recent episodes for one of the shows, the main character, like of all the main characters, the main character of that show, died and was replaced by a meat body suit, like different type person, but had all the same aliens, all the same memories. My bad. And they just kind of kept going. They just kind of kept going, like as if like nothing had like literally every single character in the show just kind of went, weirder shit happens, and I just kind of went like, no, you don't just scroll past like that's not the person you've been traveling with for like the past umpteen years. That is
Yes, it is.
It might look like the same person and they might
is the
have
same person.
memories, but factually the first person you were with is dead. You should at least grieve a little bit that first person is dead.
I have a question. If that person dies, it dies and then is reconstructed as per your parameters, and no one else knows. They don't even know that you die.
So that's where I go with it. It feels like
know
a trolley.
that they died. Is it the same person or no?
It feels like an escalation of like the trolley problem, right? Like there's always a layer deeper you can go. Like, what if no one else knows? Not even it. What if, like, factually speaking, it's just a fact of the universe that person got replaced by a clone in that split second of time, and absolutely no one knows. There is no evidence whatsoever that this happened. Everything goes on in the universe as if nothing had ever happened. Like, you'd be like, well, no one would ever know. It doesn't matter if like it's the same person or not, because no one would fucking ever know.
Where do be?
Where do you live?
Be do where?
Anyways, like I said, my
Beware.
mind goblins, they be a swarming today, so expect many a high thought from me today.
Fair enough.
Uh,
So I have
Actually,
I have
expect
many
of those
questions because I'm trying to organize this folder now.
mhm.
solid. Good.
Who is Apricot?
I am Apricot.
Good. Who is Dominus?
I'll
Sounds like apricot. I love it.
give you an uppercut.
Okay,
love
okay,
that.
okay.
I am Apricot.
Who is Dominus?
Is Simon Humblefoot? Is that?
Oh my God! Is anybody Dominus? Okay,
Not dominant.
good talk. Is anybody Jack?
I am.
Okay,
I'm Jack.
Dominus, get out of that folder. You don't exist anymore. Jack, get in the
He came
folder.
back. He came back.
Don't do that.
Is
Why is
anybody
that there?
Karina?
Stop it. That's me. Why
Okay.
are there so many prepared spell lists open?
Is anybody new actor 8 with a Raven token?
You kept.
Oh,
clicking
that's
it,
mine.
didn't you? That's your familiar, isn't it?
That's a
Yeah,
pet.
That's my thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So we want
Can I get a pet token?
yes.
No.
Is anybody new actor 9?
Not
Oh
me.
god, I'm in
Okay.
the pet folder now.
You're not in the pet folder.
I'm bugging you.
Should be.
Simon Humblefoot. I know that one. That one's Josh.
Yes.
Solus Brightwheel.
It's me. Look at the little lizard.
And then
It's
that
one of those trees,
leaves
like,
Theodoric,
New Actor 9
Leeson
is-
Gang
New Actor-
for
New
Connor.
Actor 9 is for
Yeah.
Your
Cass.
lack of comment
That
on
is
me.
me.
Your lack of comment on the picture gives me anxiety.
Sorry, I'm
It's a happy
doing
lizard.
many things.
I know. I-
Uh,
It's a lizard.
6'4".
That's a lizard.
What?
Are you a friendly lizard? Can I
That's
pass
a
it?
big old boy.
I want
shut
to
up
edit
for a
the
second.
picture.
Okay.
Can I
Adam,
pass
did you
it?
hear me about New
Hmm.
Actor 9?
no, I did not.
It belongs to Kath.
Okay. Do you still need it?
Yes.
Okay.
I will if I ever have to go to Kath. It will be my backup.
Okay. So you all go in there. Josh, you needed a pet.
Please.
Okay.
You
What's
need a
what's a bad
familiar or
place
NPC?
for Golarion?
NPC.
Oh yeah, you need your dog.
You are gonna be from Nex.
Got it.
How did we do?
Go read up on Nex.
Oh, you mean Nex, where the capital is Quantium and the ruler is the Council of 3 and 9?
Yes.
A government of a bureaucry? What is
Yes.
a demonym?
Hey, other god.
Oh, that's what they're
Dominion.
What
referred to
forest
as?
should I be from?
Dominion. What? That's not what it is.
Oh, you're
word?
talking about the
Demonym.
yeah. I get what
Yeah,
you're
that's
saying
what
now. Yeah,
they're referred to as. I see
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Anemone.
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 Na 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 na.
That's one of my
Alright.
favorite things. Like if I'm role playing it, like at LARP, being like
Would
a
that be
drunk
my
or
After
something.
ethnicity or my
16,
nationality?
Nationality.
Like if I'm pretending to be drunk, I'll just fall into the anemone thing if I say anything that vaguely sounds like it.
Let me go see what you would be.
Figure.
in that.
There's
Are
observer.
you?
Josh, owner. Save.
Ah. There we go.
This is the possible lands.
Excuse me.
Just testing a thing.
Is Milwaukee?
Perfect.
Mwangi is the
Why-
jungle.
Yeah, but,
Oh,
the,
'cause
but
mine-
I'm trying to
okay.
see if it's. I gotta see what human he is. What kind of human he is.
Nexian?
I think you're Kelishite.
That is one of their languages. Kelish, Osiriani and Vidrani, however you say that.
Maybe it's Vidrani. Hold on.
Wait, where do I find Kellish? Because I'm guessing that's from Shellyax.
Shit, I get claw.
The human population of Nex is primarily Garundi and Kelishite,
Yeah, Kelishite.
with
So
significant Vidrani minority.
So Garundi is it the super magic ones?
Yes.
Is Garundi the super magic ones? It looks like it.
Yes, it would appear so.
Yeah.
What is a
You'd be
Kelishite?
Garundi.
Oh yeah, Kelishites look like warriors.
Yeah.
Good
We're
for
in the
them.
Sega lands, right? Or where were we again?
Yeah, what was our
You're gonna
camp-
be
what
in
was
the
our decision for the
shackles.
campaign?
In the shackles. Oh.
In the ghetto.
Okay, I think I've got this all
Way
set.
down
now.
Russian a language.
Why is
It's
Russian not a
unfortunate.
language?
It's like a language in Pathfinder.
Yeah?
I love how Bravoy is just, or not Bravoy, Numeria is just like this hellscape of like super technology in the middle of like all of this magic shit.
So,
Okay,
one plus
that makes
common
sense.
plus intelligence common languages.
I think I'm from.
Why is there a box on the top left of the screen?
I come from Bravoy. I'm a Rosslander.
It has a thing for languages, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Neat.
Well, while you all are working on that, is anybody done with their character?
I am.
Okay. Well,
Very close.
Oh.
then the two of
Or
you
at
are
least
going to
I'm
start
done with
us
all of
off.
the-
Oh,
yeah, at least I'm done with all the mechanical stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Ruben is done too. Don't leave him out.
Okay. Okay. So, then of the three of you that are done, one of you, go ahead and start us off with your epilogue. Tell us what happened after campaign 2.
Oh no.
Okay, it might help if I know how it ended.
Yeah, that depends on if it. Here's a kicker. James, get your ass in gear and move forward.
Huh? What? What did I do this time?
You fuck with my epilogue.
Ah,
Shoot.
okay. Well
Yeah,
then,
stop.
let's
I have two epilogues. If you stay or if you go.
You have
I
two as
stay
well.
or if I
Or-
go.
for a brief
Two
recap,
different
Chris, all you really missed was a rather intensive dungeon dive.
Mhm.
Lots of rooms, lots of hallways, lots of killing, lots of dying. At the end, you had found the coffin of the vampire, and what was he, a Death's Herald or something like that.
Death toll guy.
Yeah.
Had a bell.
He had a-
Black Crier.
Yeah, Black Crier, there you go. He had a bell, and he was just kind of chilling, living his best life until Jury broke the coffin, and then he went a little haywire, and he tried to break you all in return. And he succeeded at taking out a lot of people, especially when he went suicide bomber. But in the end, the coffin was destroyed, the Black Crier was destroyed, and everybody walked out the other side alive. From there,
No help. No thanks to James. and
What did I
Adrian.
do?
No, don't you
getting
remember the best
himself
part?
murdered out the gate.
When I came sprinting, I
Ow,
came
don't worry
sprinting
about
through the
that.
wall, and he shotgunned it to death, and it started its cry thing with like almost the entire party in range.
Yeah. However, with just about everything okay, a few scrapes and bruises, a minor death here and there, no big deal. You all made it through the dungeon and up into on Strayer's laboratory, where you found all sorts of things, and that is where we stopped before actually going into what you found or what was done. So that is where your epilogue would pick up and would go into the indeterminate future of your character. So if James's is fucking with everybody else's, then how about Connor and or Ruben? One of you two start.
Well,
Ours takes a bit of time as well. It doesn't take a bit of time, but
I think
Taking
there
time
the
is
passing.
yeah.
taking time is great because that means everybody else can finish their sheets.
No, we meant literally like there's a passage of time in ours.
That's perfectly fine. That's the
Yep.
point of an epilogue.
So,
Yep.
At the very least, right off the bat, one of the first things that would happen is Nazra would lead all of the people who were trapped here in this domain out of Count Strayer's domain, whether that be to the material plane or to the dark domain of Lavinia. Whatever that place was called, I forget it off the top of my head.
I kept calling it the labyrinth because the forest fucking sucked. Anyways,
so she would lead them out, probably lead some of them there, and Lyle would actually make a deal with Lavinia as well. Nazra and Lyle would, of course, not join anyone on the material plane. They would be spending their entire life with Sorin, traveling the darkness and the night of the Shadowfell, bringing people from all over, from all kinds of shitty situations and oppressive rulers or, masters, and saving them and bringing them somewhere new, somewhere slightly brighter. And one of the things that Lyle would do is she would make a deal with Lavinia to bring to have Lavinia's domain serve as sort of a hub, a nexus for all of these travelers throughout the night. Many of them might stay with Lavinia in her domain. Some would move on to other domains or even leave the Shadowfell entirely in time. But in exchange for Lavinia opening up her domain as a nexus for these kinds of this underground railroad of the Shadowfell, as you could say. In exchange, Lyle would bring Lavinia intelligence from her various travels, similar to what she had done in her previous life when she served Lord Strayer. Bringing her all kinds of different information on which Void Lord's fucking core. Which, lords of these dark domains are doing what, who is trying to kill who's trying to fuck who, and just bring all kinds of information to Lavinia, and not serve as a subordinate to Lavinia, but as probably something closer to an ally of Lavinia within the dark domain. But it would be very clear that they are not, Lavinia does not command Lyle or Nazra. It is more of a beneficial relationship between the two of them. But also, as I said, Nazra would be journeying, I'll be taking all these journeys with someone whom she cares very dearly about, Sorin.
what? Huh?
If you
Name dropped, you're in trouble now.
Yes, of course. Soren would be doing much the same. He admired learning about where Nazra and Lila came from, minus all of the trauma and what they had been doing, and learning more about himself and what he wants to do, aside from where his past and where he came from. He learned through Lila and Nazra, as well as John from before he left our group, that he needed to figure out what he wanted to do, what would define him apart from his past and where he came from on his journey to becoming his own person. And at Lavinia's Manor the first time around, and even more so as we traveled further, Nazra and Lyle solidified the fact that Soren wanted to travel around the Shadowfell, helping all of these people, and aiding Nazra in her journey. And he could think of no other person than Nazra herself that he would want to travel with to do those things.
Thank you,
So
Connor.
he would ask Nazra a little shyly if he could, in fact, as if he didn't already know the answer, if he could travel with them. But first things first, he had a certain elf that he'd need to kick their butt to get them back to the goddamn material. Anyways, he would annoy Carter endlessly. First over the spell tome. Second, like, he would threaten, with his reclaimed memories as a Starspawn, he would threaten to spoil, like, the ending to every, like, ancient text ever known, like, and he would just keep doing so into his ear until he, like, finally got back to the material plane. And he'd eventually drag him back there. He would, however, make a stop at Sora's domain, as around this time, Adam, unless I'm mistaken, he would have figured out a way to kind of free her from her endless torment.
Mm-hmm.
So in addition to Lavinia's domain, the Sora's Tavern would become known as the Tavern at the End of the Shadowfell, and they'd say so long and thanks for all the fish and all that jazz. And it would become a sort of way station for people looking to get to Lavinia's domain, you know, to take a breather, to, like, kind of ease them into Dami Mommy's, you know, whole ordeal she's got going on over there. And just kind of, like, help out with that sort of thing. The big thing would be, however, as we're helping people get there, is all of you would, unless, I'm sorry, Connor, did you have more to say before getting over to the next part?
I didn't have anything new to say until later, unless you're moving on to the quirk.
I am moving on to the quirk part.
Yeah, I don't have anything before that.
Does anyone? Well, we'll address them as they come up. Every single one of you, unless, what's his name? Unless James, your thing kind of messes with it a bit. So feel free to speak up if anything would interrupt this. You would all receive an invitation to a very special ceremony involving Quark and Carter, tying the knot, as it were. And you would all be invited to this ceremony with a little kind of keepsake giving you directions on how to get to the location. Is there any reason anyone wouldn't be in attendance?
Yes.
Where is it?
Jury doesn't want to.
Jury has.
Running a kingdom. Other than that, maybe.
How dare you?
Where is it?
It is in a pocket dimension.
Oh no.
How do we get there?
Yeah.
I don't magic.
How do?
There's a little gem attached to the note, and you just kind of activate it.
Oh
Sure.
god, it's
Go
one
with
of
that.
those, I touched the gem confused. What's this? And suddenly I'm there.
It's actually it's actually laced on the letter. As soon as you open the envelope, you started getting smelling salts, and you just get knocked out, and someone comes and collects you.
It's Nazra. It's Nazra. You guys all
Nazra.
get fucking knocked out, and then Nazra just comes up, collects your unconscious bodies, opens a portal to the pocket dimension, and throws you in.
We'll say Soren and Nazra would have come to, like, say, hey, we're here to take you to the place with the thing. So
Alright.
jury, anyone else?
I mean, I'd go, assuming that nothing untoward was happening.
Yeah, it's
No.
what is going on with James?
Cork
Then I'll tell you what happens.
Cork and Carter are getting married. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what that is. This is the part where I said the passage of time comes in. That's why.
Yeah.
If any of y'all have anything.
How long into the future is it?
Enough time such that
Buildings
call it-
are established.
call
I
it
need to know whether or not I'm dead.
call it at least a month.
Okay.
That's pushing it.
He could
Why?
be dead by then.
You're gonna die.
Wrong.
If you die at my reception, I will never forgive you.
Understood.
But
Change
I'll
it.
give you the general rundown as it happens, and then I guess while you guys give your epilogues, we'll subtract people from the guest list. They would have gotten married. I believe. I don't know if she's officiated or not, but Quark would have no one other than Sora to officiate said ceremony, as his father is not available for booking. Yeah, they would get married. They would have a reception where people kind of do stuff. There would be a moment of silence at the memorial that he keeps in this pocket dimension. There is something very special about this pocket dimension, but I'm not gonna really go into it. But as you arrive, it is a lot larger than a normal one. Call it like a pocket dimension plus. And it's a very big ceremony. They get all happy and lovey-dovey. And during the reception,
Oh.
yeah, it's disgusting, right?
Hand holding, how dare you?
They're
Yeah,
showing
yeah.
ankles.
How lewd.
Disgusting.
I always knew.
What are you doing? Both showing ankles. Jeez. Get a room,
God
you guys.
affection.
Quark would announce during the ceremony that he'd be taking a semi-permanent honeymoon to somewhere else because he's a little tired of running around and doing things and saving people and whatnot, and that Carter would be coming with him. But during the reception, I believe Nazra would have, Soren would meet up with Nazra, and Nazra, what you got?
Well, Nazra would be very embarrassed and be very kind of flushed and stumbling over her words a little bit. To the point where Lyle jumps in and just spits it out extremely bluntly, and tells Soren all about Nazra's big crush and how much she cares for Soren and loves Soren, just in a very blunt manner, completely embarrassing her sister. And
it's worth noting that Soren would have come up to Nazra saying stuff like, "So yeah, my brother, right? I mean, look at all this stuff, like, you know, it's all weird. I never understood how much he likes." And then I guess Lyle would have taken over and said, and then Soren would just kind of stare like.
And then
he would reciprocate these feelings, and he would like just give like a really nice hug.
And then they get together, officially, and live happily ever after.
It's weird.
In the Shadowfell, fighting fucking demons.
Two abominations who come from backgrounds of having two different people inside of them.
Hey, yo.
God, let's hope.
Gotta get those holes filled.
Yummy.
And then,
it's a romantic. Get your minds out of the gutter.
So yeah, Nazra is very much. I mean, they're all also mutated, crazy.
We're probably
mutated,
sterile. We don't know.
Most likely, but
Do you want a child of ours running around? Do you really want to know what that would look like?
At some point though,
God knows his own nuts.
at some point though, during their adventures, you know, saving people from the Shadowfell, eventually they would come across children who have lost their parents, or, you know, that kind of stuff. And they started an orphanage that really just kind of turns into them adopting a couple kids.
It's like every now and then one of them finds out, it's like, we're keeping this one. It's like, we have this one at home, but we don't have this one.
Oh, so you're getting rid of the other ones, I see.
But yeah, Soren and Nazra would formally profess feelings to each other at the reception to Soren's brother's wedding, which he would never live down. But I said this towards the beginning of the campaign, and I said it somewhere in the middle, and I meant it now. Soren and Quark would look at each other and kind of reflect on everything that they had been through. Both of them not quite sure what either of them are. Soren, somewhere around 75% Starspawn, 25% Elf. Quark, about the opposite, vice versa, like 25 Starspawn, 75% Elf. They'd both kind of come to the conclusion they consider themselves Starspawn Elves and that they don't really know what that means moving forward. But Quark, looking at his brother as if he doesn't know when the next time he'll see him is, leaves him with a parting gift. And if you've ever seen Treasure Planet, then you might recognize this is what this is. But Quark takes Friend in his hands, this little pink blob, and he gives him a really nice hug and holds him close and tells him to look after his brother. And he formally bequeaths the familiar to Soren permanently, no longer shared between the both of them, who consider themselves their own people now. As Soren is walking away with Nazra back to her portal, back to the Shadowfell, so Friend would fly up to him as if Soren had thought that, we're not having this journey anymore. And for maybe the third time, I think, Soren would actually shed a tear at this, and he would say goodbye. He would actually run up to his brother and give him one last hug before he walked off with his husband at the end of their wedding, and, walk into the light, as it were, off to have either a new adventure or an actual vacation at this point. If you ever try to contact Quark, you will receive an answering machine message that will threaten you.
And then I'll do it again and again and again.
Soren would walk up with Nazra, and they'd have many adventures. Feel free to add, Connor. They would save people in the Shadowfell. There's plenty of people from Esville that are still displaced that probably need to be saved. At some point, Soren would wonder, hey, if I'm a Starspawn and I got a second chance, maybe there's other Starspawn that get second chances. Maybe I should go to the Far Realms and kidnap more Starspawn. And then Nazra would whack him up the back of his head and call him just like his father.
Ooh, that's a horrible, that's a terrible way to do it.
Exactly.
Hey, you're just like your dad.
Just
stupid like your father.
Literally while he was in the middle of saying the thing that his dad did to birth him into existence, though. What if we went to the Far Roads and kidnapped Starspawn?
That would be Lyle. That would be Lyle. That would be Lyle to smack him in the back of the head.
That would be Lyle. It'd be Nazra.
Nothing, bitch.
It would be Nazra, excitedly, hurrying us along, and then Lyle taking over and be metaphorically holding both of them by the ears, no, bad.
Quite literally for Soren.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, one minor detail that I just thought was funny to mention. Soren does not like formal attire. So when he was getting dressed for Quark's wedding, he did give up halfway through, and he did just decide he was going to attend as a Starspawn, which initially upset his brother, but he was rather content with it because he knows how proud Soren is of his form and such. And I think at some point I'm going to throw in there that if anyone knows of the Masquerade domain, which is one of my favorite domains, I think that's where Soren and Nazra might have gone after they admitted feelings for each other. Just because I really love the idea of that domain, and I really wanted to take the piss out of the master of that domain. Which comes down to her biggest fear is people finding out that she basically comes from nothing. Ah, it's beautiful. Anyways, that's pretty much all I got going on. But Nazra, anything else?
Nope. They live happily ever after.
Yeah.
Closes storybook.
I just want to say it's
Closes
really emotional.
storybook.
I'm sorry, I got really connected.
And the
to
tale of how
characters.
everyone died opens last campaign's book.
Yeah, that pocket dimension is the something Hogarth made from his past, and it's really nice and beautiful and stuff. And yeah. If you came to the wedding, thank you. If you didn't, you are excused if you are dead. And if you're running a kingdom, I expect a very, very nice gift from the registry that I would have also sent you included in the letter.
No, you
Especially
saved
if you're
her
running-
people. She has to
Especially
show
if
up.
you're running a kingdom.
She has to show up. You save the people, assuming she's there.
You are most welcome. You all get a plus
I
one.
killed her.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. You done yet, James?
Kind of.
You
How
died,
do you
didn't
fuck
you?
everything
Is
up,
everyone
James?
else's foundry doing a silly little thing here?
Yeah.
I'm fixing. I'm
Yeah,
fixing
mine
it.
was too.
Damn it.
It's
Hey, Chris,
And
stop
I'm in
fixing
roll
stuff.
20 right now because
it's-
I'm kind of reminiscing on the characters and looking at my sheet and stuff. 'Cause
Oh
I'm
shoot! I
sad.
forgot that existed.
Oh no, he's
Top one roll
sad.
20 real quick.
I am sad.
Well,
Nice to
James,
meet you, Sad. I'm James.
take a break
Huh?
from building your character that should have already been done, and
Yeah.
tell us your epilogue, because apparently everything hinges on you.
I think it probably makes sense for me to tell mine first.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So-
That,
so
I
Josh,
agree.
go-
That makes sense.
Give him his last stick, Jeffrey.
Hold on. Let
Super
me,
simple, actually. So as we leave von Strayer's domain, Jury, upon leaving, kind of offhandedly mentions to Nazra or Lyle, whichever one would have been leaving.
Nazra.
So Nazra just kind of goes up to her and says, excuse me, but I don't mean to be bothersome, but now that this is all done, do I have any outstanding oaths to you? I believe this was what we set out to do, right?
Indeed. And I thank you, and I don't believe there is. If
Okay.
anything, I owe you, all of you, for helping.
Oh, no, I was simply wondering, but thank you. I'm glad that I was able to help. And then he'll essentially go from kind of on the way back into the darkness as we like traverse to our next location, whatever location that is. He'll do the same thing to, oh my gosh, it's been so long I can't even remember everybody's name right now. Astrid.
You got it.
He'll do the same thing to Astrid. He'll do he'll probably skip Veronica.
We don't
Because I
know
don't think that-
Veronica.
Exactly. And he would end this conversation with Atrum as they have entered the darkness between realms. And he would approach Atrum and be like, Atrum, I have asked everybody, and I believe my oaths have been fulfilled, but there have been a few that I have made to you specifically regarding your sister. And now that she is here, and now that we are all relatively safe, have I fulfilled my oath to you?
I believe you have. I thank you for your service, and if you would ever like to offer your service to my family again, our doors are always open. And I'll
Thank you.
reach out a hand to shake his hand.
I'll give him a handshake back, and there is one thing that you could do for me, if you don't mind.
Sure.
I would like to give you something, but with it comes a little bit of responsibility. I'd like to give you a part of me. And I want
Okay.
you
Be specific real quick.
I need you to keep it safe, though. It can't get into the wrong hands, because I don't know what somebody could do with it. But my time is over. I have fulfilled my oath, and I'm tired. So I would like to begin my rest. Would you help me with that?
I will.
I'm going to, and as he kind of like stands his hammer up so that the head is on the ground and the shaft, man, is sticking up in the air, and he starts to kind of like move his armor chest plate out of the way a little bit. It's able to like slide up and down, and as he slides it down, you can see the core that he has, his golden chest core, that presumably powers, most of everything about him, is there, still glowing brightly, and it but it looks as if it's like reachable. You can grab onto it, and he'll, after exposing this, he'll look back to Atrum. I don't know exactly how long I'll have after, but I want you to know that you've been a good friend to me, and I thank you for all of your shenanigans, because it was fun.
It was.
And I'll grab my hammer back and I'll put it in the typical like power stance right in front of me. Excuse me. Gosh, dude, my cat will not shut up. Give me just a second so I can put this cat out before.
Blaming the crying
Start
noise on the
weird.
cat. We're
Yeah.
all sad.
I can't believe this cat's crying.
Like a human. It's uncanny.
Like a human.
Like exactly like a human would.
Okay, sorry. And so he'll grab his hammer back, put it down in front of him in his usual power stance, and you'll see his core start glowing brightly, and you notice that he is taking all of his spell energy, basically all of the magic that he has within his body, and he's pumping it into the hammer. And you notice that along the lines that are carved into the handle of the hammer and into the head of the hammer, it looks almost like runes are forming all along this hammer in like a very bright gold inlay. And if anybody can wrap their head around what 4 first level spells and 3 2-level spell slots worth of just energy looks like there's a pretty, especially like divine energy, there's a pretty respectable glow coming off of his hammer. But as he does that, his core starts to dim a little bit. And so you can tell his face, although stern, or bare rather, is not showing any emotion. You can see the effort that he's putting into doing this. And so he'll just look up at you one more time, and he will willingly, this time, for the first time, use his second skin feature and change into the image of Daspin. And from the image of Daspin, you see Daspin's final angelic form, where he has bright gold glowing angelic wings. He has nice white majestic armor, and the hammer on the ground glowing. And then you see a smile come across his face, and he reaches up to his chest, and as Daspin, it doesn't look like anything, but you hear a bit of metal scraping, and Jury pulls the center core out of his chest and hands it over to Atrum, and then places his hands back on his hammer and will slowly begin to deactivate, standing watch in the middle of the darkness, with all of his remaining magic glowing in his hammer, to hopefully be a beacon for those who ever get lost in the dark. End scene.
That's a pretty good reason you can't come to my wedding.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll accept that.
Hey,
Yeah.
The book you gave Cork is your wedding present. There you go. Oh, thanks.
And
Adam.
as a beacon of light in the darkness of the night, I would imagine that Nazra
I like to think Nazar and Soren pass
visits
by
you
him
quite
frequently.
often in her journeys, and
Oh yeah.
leaves flowers every so often to her old friend.
I'm just there in the background.
The window shut down sound.
Oh my god, are you kidding me?
Oh no.
You haven't been seeing the meme game.
You dirt.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's the only thing I
Well
can think
done.
about the whole time.
You got the
Well
crying cat.
done.
You got fucking Kalima, and then you've got the window shut down. What story does this tell? What story?
Kalima.
Beautiful one.
If you
It's
only
ours.
had these 3 gifts to tell a story.
It's our story.
We've done it.
It's the only
thanks,
thing I
Adam.
can think about throughout the entire thing. Is like, I'm gonna put the window shut down sound. I'm gonna put the window.
I asked Adam to change the Roll20 sheet to the campfire in case anyone wants to stare at it longingly as we tell our story.
Let me stare at it one last time.
That's what I'm doing.
You're staring at the happy fire.
I am staring at the happy fire.
He's a happy
Good for the
fire.
happy
All right.
Quick
So,
question.
what's
Hold on before we kick the next one.
Mhm.
I think maybe I figured out how to have music. Can you all hear
Yeah,
the?
I'm
Mm-hmm.
I don't care.
if you join the
Josh found-
activity, yes.
Okay,
Join the what?
join the
Join
activity.
the YouTube activity.
Go to
Adam was
music recommendations in the Discord, and you should be. There's a link to join.
Oh.
So
Yeah,
No,
fuck,
I see that.
whatever.
fun fact, if you go to for you all who can actually DJ throughout, because I have Epidemic Sounds that I'm usually running, all you do, like, you click on the voice channel, start an activity, and use YouTube, and then you can set up the DJ.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's awesome.
I think
So
the
that's-
only thing we might have to worry about is DMCA.
no,
No.
because I mute that shit.
Oh, okay.
So
this is
It's
for-
just our
This is
music.
just for y'all.
Gotcha.
Discord finally
Okay.
figure out music.
It seems like maybe.
I know.
Uh,
Well,
I know what
part
Astrid's
of-
doing.
Sad wizard vibe. In
I know what I'm doing. It's on YouTube.
I can 100% do this and take over DJing again because I do have Nitro, so I can 100% do this.
There you go.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
So, Astrid, you said you were next.
I didn't say I was next. I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah, because James is panicking.
Okay.
Okay. How
So
about
what are you, Atrum, doing?
what are you all doing? And I'll let you
Well,
know if anything
We've
deviates.
done what we're doing.
Astrid is following Atrum until the end.
Damn
of
it!
time.
And yeah,
Pretty
it's on
solid
you.
plan.
But if Atrum is just like trying to be with Astrid, I have a plan for us.
Okay.
But I want whatever Veronica is doing to go first.
I honestly need to know where he's going, and then I
He's
can
not
tell you.
staying.
I'm not
Okay.
staying, but I'm probably not leaving forever.
Yeah, you're
like
not
like a retirement home at some point.
Oh,
It's not. It's definitely not. It's definitely not a not a permanent gone. He will be visiting often. I can promise you that.
cool. He'll have a lot of explaining to do and catching up. Because Veronica has
He can
first
even
memory
stay in
she
this-
has.
Yeah, I figure we wouldn't leave you there immediately, especially with everything that just kind of took place. So we hope
Veronica has a lot to catch up on again due to what has all transpired with Trim's family, his new family of friends, the circle that he has created, Astrid owing a life debt basically to Quark and to all of you for getting her people and herself out of there and stopping her from committing an atrocity. She can actually look at her family and still have regret that she was willing to commit it, but
Oh, I have one question.
Yeah.
Is your family's names? I don't think we've ever been introduced.
why are you doing this to me? Now I have to go through my notes again.
I know.
He's
it's
trying to
kind
buy
of
himself more time.
My brother-in-law and my
You're just talking
nephews,
about him, right? Because I have a last. We all. I feel like everyone here has a surname.
Astrid doesn't.
Well, not exactly
Jerry doesn't actually either.
surname, but more so what are their names? Because
Hang on.
I don't know any of them.
At least not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Oh,
A ring on it.
I have a ring. That was the whole point of it. So Veronica's married name is not of Tristram. She is not a Tristram anymore because she had taken her husband's name of Asterius. His name, where did I put it? God damn it. Did I stick it in? No, I know it.
Improv.
No, your husband.
Right off the bat.
I wrote them down. Leave me alone.
I can't believe it. I mean, I know my boyfriend's name. It's unfortunate because I had to fall in love with the dumb one, but it's
Yeah, that was your fault. You like dumb people.
Excuse me, I'm very intelligent. I'm just not very
You're
wise.
dumb.
Yo, Josh,
No,
what happened to
You
what
are
happened to John?
extremely intelligent. You are incredibly dumb.
I think we're actually going to get
fair.
over. I think we're going to get to that in a moment whenever Chris goes up.
Gotcha. Because what's his name? Soren would have wanted to seek him out to let him know how happy he was, but if he's indisposed.
Oh, Adam,
Hmm?
Scarlet,
Mhm.
that thing with the domain that we needed to talk to Chris about that I
Ah.
remembered and then forgot and never brought up.
Good.
Damn
Excellent.
it, Adam.
Well
Why
played.
did we put so many notes in here? Why did I do this to
I
myself?
don't know, man. Scarlet, would she be willing to come in and take over as the domain or the Lord of Dread in Count von Strayer's place? So that
That way he doesn't
Count
come
von
back.
Strayer doesn't come back.
That was my plan at the end of our last session.
Oh yeah, I
That-
forgot about that.
If Scarlet
That
doesn't, your dad is going to. So like,
Yeah.
That is totally and completely a thing we can do. That actually makes
What I planned on doing even easier.
Yeah, because now you have access to a full-blown laboratory.
Mm-hmm.
You're
All
welcome.
the specimens.
Yep.
They might not be ethically sourced, but you've got them.
I don't care.
What are
figured
I
you
am
would.
my mother's child.
Mm-hmm. You
It's
go,
making me
girl.
mad. Where did I put him?
Still can't find your husband's name? I can't believe it.
Why?
Misplaced
'Cause
your husband's name.
You know, I lost my head too. Fuck
Well,
off.
my partner just texted me like, "Hey, just checking up. Hope you're having good in D&D. What are all of your characters going through right now?" So I'm having to text them back. Oh, well, we're having emotions because they're going through the epilogue.
Yeah, just say
Like,
trauma.
Drama.
different trauma.
Healing trauma.
This is making me mad. I had it written down. I had it all set up.
Oh. Go figure out what I'm making with this ground turkey.
Miss running through walls.
You can still try. It just might hurt a little.
You can do it in Pathfinder. You got to get to really high levels though.
Yeah, I
No,
bet
you
there's
can
a
do it
feat
at any
for it.
level. It just might hurt a little.
Shut up.
See, if we were in Pathfinder 1E, it would literally be there's a feat for that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And if we were in 3.5,
I think there's a spell for that.
Part of me would have wanted to do it longer, but I think another part of me is telling me, you know,
Technically-
yourself, and any amount of time where you got to run through walls wouldn't have been enough time.
Technically, I can do it with the cantrip warp step, because you can burrow with it. So technically, you
Warp Step
can
is
just.
a great cantrip. It's amazing.
Yes,
It's gonna.
it is.
I took it as well. It's very, very good.
So technically, you can do it with warp step. You just, you know, might break the wall while you're going.
Yeah.
Technically.
Yeah, you can. You stride twice, I think, when you do it automatically.
Okay, so
Mhm.
it's way up.
And it gives
How
you
far
any,
back in
essentially
time?
any movement speed of your choice, or any movement type of your choice. Burrow, climb, fly, or swim. Really good spell, honestly.
It's basically
Especially for a cantrip.
It's basically gonna be your lifeline when like an enemy decides they want to run up to you and smack you.
I hide in walls.
Oh, you hide in walls. I desperately searched for her family. Wow.
We already found them.
Yes, but now V's got to remember the names because Veronica should always know.
Oh,
Not like
also,
on your
James,
roll
I
20
don't
character
know,
sheet, is it?
James, I don't know that it gives you burrow, climb, fly, or swim. I think you have to. It's just saying if you have that movement type, you can use it with that. But someone please correct me if I'm wrong.
No, because it is if you have the corresponding movement type. You're right.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you have to take this type if you pick the right
Yeah.
familiar.
So I mean, you could if you have it, you can use it, which is still amazing. But it's still great for just traversing land.
Yeah.
Like striding twice in a turn I think stride is a one action thing anyway, so you could just use 2 actions to stride.
Everything is 1 to 3 actions.
Indeed.
Yeah. So if you the best
Walking
part about
is
warp
one
step,
action.
the best part about warp step is getting the plus 10 feet for using it.
It is one of the things that I criticized 5e about. Which is, why the fuck do we have bonus actions? Why? Why are they a thing?
Did I lose you guys?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
No.
I don't have any. I don't know why they're a thing. Yep. Words.
I just want to
I'm
emphasize.
sorry,
while
I'm
we're
technically
waiting,
cleaning the kitchen because I'm
It's
cooking
okay.
later.
I guess I just want to emphasize, like, if we're talking about epilogues, but also just general feelings, I'm really glad that like we got to see this campaign through, and I'm gonna get a little sappy, because in many ways, I feel as if I finally got to where I wanted to be with my character, and I was finally content with anything that could happen to them. And like I said earlier about running through walls, while it feels like I just got to where I wanted to be with illusionist bracers and finally getting to wrap up a character arc, like I said before, like, time is fleeting, nothing gold can stay. I don't think, even if I had all the way up to level 20, I don't think it would have been enough time for me to thoroughly enjoy the character. So, thank you, Adam, and the rest of you for making it such an enjoyable campaign.
Yeah.
You're not welcome.
I like Josh saying, yeah, like, it's like, you're right, that was sappy.
This is gonna make me mad. Okay, I found him. I'm happy. Okay. My husband's name was Thomas. Thomas Asterius.
Wow. I was expecting something like
No.
Groundbreaking revelations here.
No.
I
That's why I was blanking. It was such a basic name for him. We also had my 3 sons, which were Gabriel, Lucas, and a Trim II.
Oh, that's cute. Fight the one with my name.
Of course you do. But
particularly gonna miss throwing out like shotgun Eldritch Blasts. Like I haven't in 5e. Like I don't know when the next time I'll be playing 5e is. Like if ever. What?
We're sitting here going through his name list.
Wait, what? Are you okay?
I'm gonna miss shotgun blindness.
Oh, I wasn't talking to you. Oh god, I thought no, my brother just walked into the room.
Oh, I was like, well, that was random, dude.
Yeah, that was
No,
just
I'm sorry,
shotgun
I
my family, why don't you?
Remember when I said I was talking with my partner?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's funny.
Sorry,
it was beautiful. It was perfect.
So David, I interrupted you to ask you your family's name. Now get on the track that you were on 10 minutes ago.
Yes, track.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Saying that you guys are, confused why Robot Man decided to have an aneurysm and is now being a lighthouse in the darkness.
And I have his heart.
Yeah, you have his heart. That's a whole ordeal, but I would thank every single one of you for saving my people and saying you are always welcome in the new city that I am going to try to rebuild. Well, build to maintain my people. As well as that you were always welcome to stay. There is a long moment stare to a Trim to see if he is going to stay, for he is definitely not my brother that I remember abandoning and leaving. He has changed, he's matured, he's grown up a little.
A little.
I can't. I'll never admit, as the older sister, I will never admit that you are a fucking adult. You have also proven to me numerous times you are not an adult. You have died on me.
Happens.
So there would be a moment of having everyone meet Veronica's family for the first living time for all of you. And some of you actually is the first time. Veronica would attempt to have a heart-to-heart with Astrid after all the mean and terrible things she had said, the hate between them, and see if she can mend that. Probably not, but as a mutual understanding that they both are friendly to each other for a Trim. As you take my brother away to go on your own adventures.
She actually, like when she approaches, and
is she like straightforward about it, or is she like nervous, or what? How does she approach?
Veronica's not afraid to admit when she's wrong. She would be very blunt to the point on making sure that you understand this is an apology.
She would stand there for a few short moments, walk up, like look, kind of lean. I don't know how tall is Veronica?
With her head 6'6".
Okay, yeah. Look
Howdy
up,
ho, Kaimi.
very
Kaimo. We're
with
in
a
the midst
very
and nearing the end of our
discerning
epilogue for
glare.
last campaign, and we are about to kick off a test combat to see how Pathfinder
Nod.
works.
And then hug
We're
Veronica.
gonna actually put it through its paces today and see what happens.
You bastard, you caught me off guard.
And says, you do not live with regret anymore. This is good. You must let go of this. And she lets go, takes a step back.
I will try. With a very genuine smile of feeling that weight lifted off of her, and also the genuine realization how strong Astrid is for how small she is compared to Veronica.
Do me a favor.
Name it.
My people, the sons of Odin. They are strong, but they are without their leaders. Watch them for me.
I will try.
She nods. That's it. That's all I had for
Yep.
Veronica.
Yeah. With that, there would be an entire wardrobe change over the seasons until the wedding of between the union between Cork and Carter.
You came to my.
You saved my fucking city. Of course I'm gonna show up.
Actual in-game dialogue.
Yes.
The
That
in-game
is
dialogue is
literally
just like a set
that.
of- it's like a set of brackets that just says like happy elf noises.
Yeah, happy health noises.
It's like if you put the subtitles on for the game that you were playing.
Yeah.
You are most welcome. You get a seat. It's reserved. It's at the front table. You get the best champagne.
I hope so. I told my people to make it for you.
You're basically royalty.
I
Yeah,
was.
literally royalty.
I
Literally.
was. Laura.
Was mean.
I mean,
I
not
mean,
anymore,
was
you're
is
not.
decapitated. You know, it's semantics.
Technically, she's not anymore. She's not in her.
I'm not in that kingdom.
Yeah.
My kingdom's rubble. I'm a leader. I'm not royalty. I don't get tax collector yet.
You were graciously accepted at the wedding.
Just kill the king that's there. It'll be fine.
True.
Your parking
I'm
will be
royalty,
validated
always
at
will be.
entrance G.
Oh, great. But you put my belongings in section Q.
Your belongings have been stored safely in a pocket dimension. Do not lose your ticket or we cannot retrieve your things. They will be lost to the ether.
No.
No, rips up ticket.
I will let the dimensional goblins get it.
Oh
All
god.
right.
And Veronica would continue pondering the question of what V was like to her brother as she continues to run a kingdom, reestablishing order and a settlement that would slowly grow over the years. For It'll be a nice change for her people to grow and build, then build things of destruction.
I have just a weird random thought. Just imagine like 3 years later, the king that's nearby gets a little guy coming in and saying, "There's a whole kingdom in your backyard, sir."
Yeah. There's a new settlement growing, and like it's growing fast, sir. You might want to check this out.
Nah. It's okay. Soren negotiated. He sorted it all out. We totally didn't just drop an entire kingdom into a backyard of an evil empire that is trying to take over the world. Definitely not.
You're saying
No,
that,
They
I'm the
definitely don't
evil
serve as
empire
Zodius.
appearing on the...
so you're saying that sarcastically, but Cork did exactly that. Like he actually negotiated with people, and you do have
I know.
places in like.
Now the sons
Life.
of Odin are just wandering everywhere.
I think that leaves us with just Astrid and Atrum.
All right, James, do you have anything?
What are we
you would
doing,
like to
baby?
do?
Do you have anything you want to do first?
No, you go ahead with yours. I'll insert hey, yo.
All right.
Hey,
Pause.
Sid,
Insert a thing.
Careful what you're inserting. Where you're putting it.
Uh-huh.
Which end
Well-
are you inserting it into?
Eh,
You say
we'll get there when
that.
we get there. I know. I read your character sheet. I had to control Astrid a few times. I read your character sheet.
So first things first. On Astrid's list, there's 2 things that's happening here that she has to do. One, collect the heads of her clan, the 2 dragons that decided to take off, and boot them into the material plane because
Yeah, because they decided to hang out.
they decided, oh, we're gonna stay here and take care of things, because we're strong. And she's like, but
No.
do
Literally,
I have to strangle a
Seeing
dragon?
how this plays out, damn it.
I'm really gonna have to strangle a dragon. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to strangle a dragon. So yeah, she's gonna go collect those. And after probably 2 weeks of hunting them down, she asked Nazra to open a portal to the material plane so they can get kicked in.
Mm-hmm. Which she does.
So, on top of sending an entire population to this new continent,
Mhm.
you're also dropping 2 ancient dragons.
Yep.
I told them
Excellent.
it might get a little,
Oh, yeah.
I told
That's
them
why
it
we
might
told
get a-
them, no, we are not leaving.
Wait.
Hey,
Would
new
Master's
kingdom?
portal even be able to fit? Because it's supposed to be a
Did you just call
portal
a dragon
around the
fat?
staff, right? Would a dragon be able to fit? Oh wait.
Well, they can
Dragons
polymorph.
transform to humans.
Polymorph.
They can polymorph.
Are they hot?
Metallic dragons can do that.
They can be hot if you'd like them to be.
It could be anything you want me to be.
Part 2
Mm-hmm.
is we're gonna go fix my hammer.
Fair. Fair.
I forgot about that.
We are going to go find some kind of divine. Actually, no, I have a really good idea. I'm going to ask my tribe that is living now to
Mm-hmm.
help me purify it and make it into. We all know what it should be.
Okay. So, in the time that, you cross over to speak with or to take the dragons over, speak with your tribe, all of that, time is weird.
Yeah.
And when you return, you actually find yourself in the midst of a festival. Many, many years later. And your hammer has kind of become a centerpiece of the town. Or a centerpiece of the festival, I should say. And there's a challenge very, very similar to exactly what you probably expect it to be. Very similar to the Sword in the Stone, where people come through, and every year people come through and attempt to remove the hammer from its current resting place. I imagine Astrid being significantly stronger than almost anybody else. It's kind of like standing back and watching this, and then walks up and just one-handed lifts it up, flings it over her shoulder, and starts traipsing off to the holy pool.
Just fucking, like, literally, just a portal opens up in the middle of this festival as Nazra steps through, alright, and then Astrid walks through, grabs the hammer, they both walk out through the portal.
It's that scene from Rick and Morty where Morty comes back to get the case of wine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, straight up.
I can't help but point out that this is it's weird that it happened twice, that 2 hammers were left in conspicuous places for very long periods of time.
Y'all really liked hammers this campaign. Big smashy.
And then
Smashing.
the third and last thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how long it is until. How long until the wedding? A month later? You said?
Yeah, it takes about a month, but you would receive your you wouldn't receive your invitations in a month. You'd probably get them the month before. It's like, hey, this is the date.
So wait a minute.
We get it
hold on.
now.
Hold on, now I'm
get them now. Yeah, your
It's so
timeline
confusing.
messed up.
You get an invitation, and it's like a month from now we're gonna have a ceremony.
Right, but when do we get
So
the
now.
invitation?
Basically, at the end of the campaign, where we just left off.
Okay.
Okay, so we literally walk outside and we get an invitation.
Yeah, time
Yeah.
is weird.
Yeah, we were a step or two behind them, so we get there a month later. It's like, oh hey, by the way.
That's why I
Wedding in a
said.
month.
That's a good reason to why maybe Quark and Nazra would come, or Soren and Nazra would come collect you, because they know time is fucky, so they can't just say, "Hey, it's in a month," and you would get it. You would get there on the dot.
There is 2.5 things that we need to do at this point, Atrum.
Okay.
So here's the conundrum. We're not supposed to exist.
Happens.
Yeah.
Because
Ship it.
yeah.
You are duplicates.
Yeah, we are duplicates. So
I thought
Adam,
they were duplicates.
Mm-hmm.
who are the duplicates?
Who's going after who?
You would be the real ones. The one with the most time to them would override.
Okay,
We
so
have
what
more
happened
mileage.
to the old us?
Well, that's a good question. You don't ever see the Modrons, but probably Modrons.
Alright, well, I don't know that the Modrons exist, so we're gonna scratch out the half.
I do, but okay.
We were deleted from the timeline.
Yep.
We're just gonna pretend like nothing happened.
Yeah.
So the first big thing that me and Atrum would be doing is we would go hunting.
We would do that.
Because he is a blood hunter and I'm a zealot.
Mm-hmm.
And we both dedicated our lives to killing evil.
And I need to level up this bow that I got so that it can reach its final form, if you will.
2, I don't know how many years pass. Maybe 2. But how long till kids?
So I imagine they're both in the middle of a hunt, actively fighting something.
Mm-hmm.
and Atrim just stops for a second, and Adam, that ring that
Mhm.
I got from the blacksmiths whose names I know because they raised me, but I'm not going to say it because time, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ring that I got from their shop, just gonna like pull it out in the middle of combat and be like, hey, you want to get married?
What is this marriage thing?
Just take this. And it's just, in case the ring has diamonds worth up to 500 gold pieces, by the way, just in case. Yeah, so have that. And then
I feel like this whole time, like the whole like 2 or 3 years or however long this was, in Astrid's mind, you were just a thing.
Yeah, no,
And-
that's exactly what.
and
we were already
like
married.
nobody said anything about it. Nobody was like, "Hey, you want to hook up?" Like it was just okay.
It's been established.
We're a thing,
We've
and
been
like it
married
was
for
just
3
this
years
understood
now.
thing. So now
We've literally-
Atrim out of nowhere in the middle of combat's like, "Hey, do you want to be a thing?" Like, excuse me, bitch.
We've literally had 3 children together.
Mm-hmm.
We literally fucked.
Oh, that's
12 hours
Veronica.
ago.
And yeah, sorry, it's like a ceremonial thing. I'm religious, not by choice, but by blood. Literally.
Religious by blood.
Is that how
What do you mean you're religious by blood? You have a contract. That's your only religion.
I think she puts it on the wrong hand, so she has no idea what's going on. She's like, is it magic?
You're mine now.
And you can have at it from there. However many kids she wants, have at it.
All right.
Oh god.
That poor man. You became that dumb idiot.
Congratulations, you're starting your own tribe.
I need a workforce. I only have this scrawny man.
More warriors.
Well,
I don't think that was her intention.
Oh,
That's good.
She just
It was just gonna happen. It was just gonna eventually happen.
because as weird as it is, like she doesn't know those people anymore. And she's known war for so long.
And I
just
imagine we get so good at what we do that I will definitely be one of those dads that I'm wearing like the baby backpack as we're fighting something actively.
You're doing it wrong. It's supposed to
your
be a
kid-
holster.
no, you got a baby backpack, and your kid is in the backpack with a little toy bow, just
Yes.
shooting behind you.
Oh gods.
You're raising your own turret. That's all it is.
Amazing.
He's like
That his
he doesn't
straw
even have
strength is
arrows.
terrible.
He doesn't even have arrows. He's just shooting, and you're just like, yeah, you got him. You turn around, you whip around, real quick, shoot the bad guy.
Adam,
did it, look!
Adam, can you make friend bigger on the Roll20 page?
You're gonna make me log into Roll20 again?
Yes.
Gosh.
And Soren and Nazra, we do in fact come to your wedding.
Nah.
We
We're
didn't-
like
it's
that.
It's not Soren and
Hold on.
Nazra's. It's
Hold on, I
Quark and
got-
Carter. Wait.
Hold on, I got this. Soren looks at like one of the crystals on his arm and he like plucks it off and he starts carving it and he gives it to Nazar and it's like, hey, you want to get married?
There you go. We'll
Face
go to all the
turn.
Is
weddings.
this what you guys do? I saw this
Soren-
once.
No, Soren asked
I asked
Atrum how
Miley
to
by
ask.
mistake. Hey, Atrim, how do I ask
That's
someone
why
to be
he
my
proposed like that.
forever long life partner thingy? Oh my god,
Well,
it's huge!
let me
Yes, keep
tell
him
you.
this size.
Let me tell you.
You guys show up to Quark and Carter's wedding, and then you walk up to Soren and Nazra and are like, "Congratulations on the wedding, guys!" And then this happens.
Oh yeah, yeah. He will give Soren this very long, beautiful, intricate proposal that didn't happen because we were just fighting something and he gave her a ring.
I thought you were gonna say fighting each other and then you gave him a ring. We were in the middle
that
of
came
a
after.
They were
Ayo.
in the middle of an epic battle in bed.
No. They were having sex.
Thank you.
Do I tell
Wow.
a person with two souls, symbiotic, like demon thing with another
Well, so you have to get flowers and a ring.
what do
Flowers
what
for
do
one
we-
half, a ring for the other half.
Yeah, you have to get the ring for the one you're marrying and flowers for the other one because you're gonna say
Do I need
sorry, we're
two?
together now.
Oh yeah, you need like two that are kind of like fused together. That'd be, cool.
Like, the best part about this is Soren would have gotten really used to it because part of his payment for his illusionist bracers were he made a deal that he had to like harvest the crystals off of his back and like give them to someone who wanted them, and he suffered a strength penalty for like all the time that he was in debt. So he got really used to just plucking his own crystals off now. What is it weird if I make a ring out of one of the Far Realms crystals?
I mean, that checks
No.
out to me.
I'm sure there are other creatures on other planes that have diamonds growing on them.
Got it. I'm
Kind of the same.
Got it. I'm romantic as fuck. I got this. I got this. I got this. And then it's just a straight cut to Soren crying and like begging Nazar. It's like,
please,
I didn't
please.
have it. I thought I did, but I didn't.
I forgot.
And he's going to
in the
pretend.
car.
And he's not even just normal Soren crying. It's like Starspawn crying. So there's
So
like
there's like
so
echoes,
there's like
tears coming out of all different orifices.
Yep, exactly. 1000%. You nailed it. It's like to people far off in the distance, they just hear like abyssal screaming. Like,
I understand.
but to like
that
Nazar,
abyssal
it's like
screaming.
music to her ears, though.
Hmm.
Nazar's
Right.
just like, yeah, right.
She does accept the ring made of
Please
crystal
accept
and
tenderly accept my proposal for marriage.
Just know that any weddings we show up at, we are definitely those people that show up late.
And like lugging in your kids as you're coming in late, but every time you come to a wedding late, you have more kids that you're dragging in this time.
Mm-hmm.
You just
Perfect.
like you show up to every wedding
Sounds like
and
you're saying that from experience almost.
crazy, right?
I sense something going on.
You decide to make your life everyone else's problem. And I'm here for it.
And then
Atrim and Astrid
Eventually.
decide they want to have a lot of children, so there's a lot of names for Veronica to have to remember.
yeah,
Exactly.
You know,
down somewhere
you can be you can mock me, but I literally called James's bluff when I had all of Mary's fucking
My
children.
God.
named. She has 13 children.
He really
God,
did.
I
He
had
just
every
awful.
name ready.
he just shit out 13 names on the spot. What the fuck, man?
Whose epilogue were we on?
I think that was actually
ours.
No, that is not it.
Oh,
That's not it.
there's more.
Astrid.
Came us.
Atrim, do you have any more?
I mean, I would just say eventually,
you
know,
guys, from
once,
your stupidity.
I imagine we both end up dead at some point and brought back just because the nature of everything. But I don't know. Eventually, once we're done with everything, we would return home to whatever Veronica has built out of what we had.
Mm-hmm. I have one more epilogue to do.
Oh yes, yes you do. Josh, this one might involve you.
I was asking about this as well. I was like wondering. I was like, when's he gonna get to it?
So,
Okay.
No
First
happy
off-
endings for Josh.
first off, within the month before the wedding, I would say,
Sorry for
Scarlet
putting all of you.
goes off to go find John. And, wherever he is, she's going to find him. I don't care how. I don't care how long it takes, but she is going to find him. Or he has found
also,
the cure.
I mean, also, Nazra and Lyle are also working out of Lavinia's domain, and Lyle would probably be able to help out with that, tracking it down.
You guys know I can call him, right?
No. Why would we know that?
I mean, I don't. Heads or tails whether he actually responds or not. He signed his name in my book for sending.
Don't. Hey! Guess what?
What's up?
Is he call? Call him right now.
Call him.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello?
Hey, pick up the phone.
Hey.
Hi,
Who's
John.
this?
It's your conscience. We haven't spoken in a while. No, it's Soren.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Are you alright? How's it going?
Oh, yeah. I mean, well, I'm just kind of working on me, you know?
Hold on, I'm gonna patch someone in. I'm gonna telepathically link with Scarlet and then like conference call her into.
Merge the calls.
Yes, I'm merging calls right now.
Bitch, where are you?
Bitch, where are you?
Where are you?
I'm gonna put Nazra in here as well, just for some mediation.
You hear how do I turn this thing off? And then just silence.
I can hear you breathing.
You don't feel the bond broken. You just
you just mute
he's
her.
just not
You just
talking
muted.
anymore.
I can hear you breathing on the other end. I have the cure. Oh, now you're listening.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like you, I kind of figured you were gonna kill me, so.
No, I'm not gonna kill you yet.
Not that kind of cure.
Scarlet?
Huh? What? Fine,
Actually,
I'm not gonna
like,
kill you.
super unoriginal. I just went back to the carnival. You literally haven't checked there yet. I don't know why you never went back. I literally had a room.
Look, I don't go outside. You know I don't go outside.
Aren't we still banned from the carnival, or was that just you?
That was just
Oh,
him.
it was me. Yeah, I haven't
Sorry.
gone back to like the actual carnival place itself. I've been on the outskirts, but
Yeah, sorry
I'm
about that
here.
whole turning into a star spawn and, you know, making everyone run away, but I got that under control now.
Nazareth, door now.
We
So
will.
that's part of the shadow pile. I can't just open a. We can start walking into this way. She starts just leading them.
Give me the stick.
Hey, don't touch her stick. Only I can touch her stick.
Give me the stick.
It's devolving so quickly.
You just hear like violent. There's like star spawn screams and like Scarlet just like also like beating the shit out of people. Like
Wait, this way. Come on. It's just around the corner. From
there's
here.
that comedic cloud of fighting
Give
from a
me
cartoon.
the stick. I promise I'm not going to do anything wrong or bad to it.
If you touch her stick, I'm gonna give you my stick.
Hey, yo.
Whoa!
I don't know what I would use it for.
That's okay. I'll show you how to use my stick by putting my stick in your hands, and then we can use my
even
stick
if
together.
Even if I gave you my staff, and you took the hour to attune to it, and the Lord of Twilight gave you permission to use it, it would be faster for us to just walk
we
this
say that
way.
while we're
And
walking
she points
there.
into the yeah. She says that as she's dragging her out into the night.
The conversation
it would be faster
zoom
if
back
we
out
walked
and
there.
we're
The
like
carnival
there.
is right there this time of year.
Give me the stick.
The carnival is right there this time of year.
Just give me the stick.
Hi, John.
Oh.
They walk out of the darkness still arguing, like, give me the
Yeah.
stick. Hi, John.
It's
Hey.
You. She's like literally forgotten all about the stick issue.
Hey, so before Scarlet gets to you, I just want to say I meant to reach out to you. I just want to say thank you because I got over all of my stuff, and if it wasn't for you, I never would have kept on keeping on after everything that.
Yeah.
happened.
It's all good, wonderful, nice and pretty. Let's go. Come on, and it starts dragging him back into the dark.
wait,
Screams
don't
and
go
starts
alone. And she immediately runs.
Did you
forward to
forget?
grab him.
You take. I know he's probably wearing gloves, but part of me couldn't unhear you saying take his hand and like just be like, and you just start like dying.
Fucked one sister to death, held hands with the other sister to death.
So lewd.
All right.
So lewd.
Well, you know what they say.
All right.
I can't make that joke. I can't. That's inappropriate. I can't say that.
I drag him back to the lab, or rather, not to the lab, but to my room. And
This is
it's
the second
in
time
her
John's been
room.
strapped to that table.
Her
Oh,
room
yeah.
is like covered in formulas and alchemical recipes and stuff, and all of it is literally just about John and whatever death curse he has on him. Now,
You know, I don't know whether I should be flattered or terrified. I gotta be honest.
both.
Yeah,
My sister
that's
still
right.
wants to fuck you for some reason.
I mean,
She says
I
hi.
blame her.
You're supposed to say hi at this point.
Oh, hi, hey, yeah, sorry, I was thinking about that, how it would work, the mechanics of it. Anyway.
She's right there, and there's a little shadow from the side and that's waving, like trying to get your attention.
He just does like a tiny little, like, a mini Queen's wave back.
All right, so here you go, and she pulls out like this giant case of potions and sets it down in front of him. 68 of these twice a day.
Oh god. So 130.
And no, I'm not fixing how it tastes.
Is there a little initial on the bottom? Does it say like from Zethus? Like or Zetha?
I'm glad you brought him up.
Oh boy, that's my doctor.
That's
He's
my
my
doctor.
He's my general physician. He agreed to it way earlier in the campaign.
So I met a doctor, and after presenting the problem to him, he told me that he actually knew you, and knew about your problem, and understood it completely because he had the same thing, and he's known how to cure it for ages. He just does it.
Like Clarendon or something, and it's got like a commercial, like and everything.
The best part is that's entirely accurate. Zetha had the death touch too, and he just didn't give a shit. Oh, Zetha.
So, after some carefully applied alchemy science and a bit of magic from Mom, we have the cure. But you have to be consistent. You can't miss a single potion. And I swear, if you miss one, I will kill you.
So, 68 of these.
Yes.
How big are the doses? Like how big are the bottles that are?
Oh, there are
68
whole
of?
healing potions worth.
Oh gods.
And
Like if you had to equate that to a volume, like how many gallons of fluid is he drinking?
Chug, 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 chug.
I think somebody said that a typical healing potion is like a cup.
Oh god.
Like an actual cup.
I think like a
of
coffee
liquid.
mug, maybe.
Yeah, a cup being 8 ounces, right?
Oh,
So
It's
yeah,
not
there you
too bad, right? But
That's not
then you
bad.
have to realize that it's like
68 times 2.
Hold on, let's do some quick calcs.
140-ish. That's just a guesstimation, but it's about 140
156.
cups of water or of potion.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, drinking it down with water probably going to make it less effective due to dilution. So
My god.
no drinking water for an hour.
Is this forever?
You're stuck with
it's
the
a permanent
taste.
solution.
No, I meant like you said this is a cure, but like it unless it like at some point he doesn't have to do it anymore and he's still cured, isn't it just considered a treatment?
It is a permanent solution. I made enough for him to be healed.
So like how long is it? Like how many days is he gonna have to take 68 twice a day?
68.
Oh.
68 doses twice a day for 68 days.
For 68 days. Oh boy. But
Gotta
if you
love
could
that
do it, though,
mathematics.
hey, you know what? This is fine. Time is fucky in the Shadowfell. Maybe you can use that to your benefit.
He's still gonna have to go through 68 days worth.
Yeah, no, he just takes the whole volume of it at once, and he just does the whole. We hook him up to a machine, right?
I mean, I can do that. That's actually the faster way.
Just strap him to a table
That's
and
just
load the entire
OD on
dose
this
at once.
experimental drug.
all in an IV, just
No,
like.
you have to understand. It's the blood.
That's great. So, John, what do
So
you
if
think?
you drain
go
his,
through with
if
it?
you were to drain his blood completely, he would actually effectively not have the curse anymore. It's just, draining someone of blood completely also
New blood.
has the side effect of being dead. Unless you're me.
I
You want to
can
be a
confirm.
vampire?
That's a valid point.
You want to be a
That a baby?
vampire? You want to drink some blood?
I mean, I've actually tried to be a vampire before, but didn't go over
couldn't
well.
drink
Do you
it.
remember literally when you were the one that bit me? Yeah.
I didn't. No, I don't turn people into vampires. I'm a dampier. Very different.
That's
Oh, yeah,
racist.
yeah.
No, it's very easy.
She just
to
hangy.
confuse it.
Wait,
She
so
can't
he's going
spread
to
it, she
die
just
to
hangs
drink
you.
these potions.
No, it sounds like she's just saying it's gonna replace all of his blood over the course of
No.
68 days.
Yes.
But she said it's gonna be over 68 days because, draining someone of all of their blood kind of kills them.
68 days including today, or 68 days?
Well, gotta get
tomorrow?
started. Go on, start checking.
Get cracking.
And you have to make sure that you spread it out between 12-hour
What if-
segments, because if you drink it all at once, your body will just reject it.
You get someone to use enlarge reduce on you so that you can down them more efficiently in the morning and in the evening. Like the
It's
going
funny.
on that.
Tastes the fucking worst.
It's
It's
funny.
like all of the bad cherry medicines put together in one.
Oh,
Wonderful. He will take one of them and drink it and kind of make one of those
Kombucha face?
kind of disgusted face. He'd be like, okay, I can do this. I can do this. And he'll take a second one and drink it.
Don't drink
And-
it. Takes it 12 hours.
I have 68 of them.
You're supposed to drink one every 12
Oh,
hours.
that's okay.
That makes
so
way more
that-
sense.
that makes a
That
lot.
makes
Yeah, okay. So
way
that
more sense.
I
the
thought
way
you
were
meant.
saying-
I
way
thought
you
you
were
meant
saying it
68 doses,
the way you
no,
said
and then
it
12
definitely
hours later,
read-
68 doses.
Listen, I was a pharmacy tech. The way you said that definitely would have read it.
Not a pharmaceutical tech.
I literally just looked up the bard spell list to see what I could do to vanish away from the situation. Because I was about to say I take the second one, couldn't handle it, and left. But one every 12 hours isn't nearly
Not-
that bad.
That's not
Yeah.
so bad.
68 days, 68 technical well, I guess I said that wrong.
It'd be
It's
136.
doses.
There you go.
But it's supposed to be, to her, it's a single dose a day.
Gotcha. That makes way more sense.
Okay. That
John,
makes sense.
You think you can handle it?
Oh, yeah, this is easy. It's,
No, he has to ask the question, does it taste like grape?
Does it taste like grape?
Does it taste like grape?
Who's tip tapping?
No, it's,
I don't know who's tip tap.
Might have been me. Didn't know that was getting picked up on the mic.
yeah. It was a good beat, though.
It was very solid. That doesn't mean do it again, damn it.
I can't hear what it sounds like. Apparently, there's a good beat getting thrown down. I don't know what it
Alright.
sounds like.
You had a good rhythm. That was all. It was still hurting the ear.
That's all you had going for you.
Scarlet Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
I believe
Electric
there's
Boogaloo.
a spare domain that's open.
There is.
Oh boy.
She says she goes to her mom and says, "Hey mom, I'm leaving to take over my own domain."
She just
Wait,
kind of like
Strayer's domain?
looks over
Are
her
we gonna,
shoulder.
like, say, okay, honey, have fun ruining people's lives? What?
Yeah.
Okay, have fun.
She like looks over her shoulder, shrugs, and it is exactly like that. Like, okay, honey, have fun. Go on then.
When should we get together for dinner?
Your dad comes out, hands you the biggest bowl that they have of the bone broth with the marrow still in, so it's still like
Delicious.
creating the blood cells in the soup. Just absolute peak. And like, I'm talking a massive fucking bowl, so you have enough for your trip. And you know well enough this is enough for like 6 of those trips, but you know, he's your dad, that's how he is.
Yeah, I mean it's him. He's doing his best.
And you know, the standard family send off if you're going on a vacation. You know, come back whenever you want. The door's always open. Dinner's at 6. As you're going to take over and become a new evil lord.
Yep.
Which domain is Scarlet taking over again?
Strayers.
Of course.
So Strayer can't come back. But now you have Scarlet.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Question.
I would say as one more thing, part of Lile's final epilogue in Strayer's domain is she would, I mean, first of all, she would destroy as much of his, she would kind of take her anger out a little bit at some of his laboratory and destroy the particularly nasty experiments that he did, and like some of the research on that, as well as, you know, freeing any other fucking children he's got chained up in there for other experiments, or
How many kids you got in there?
if some of them are too far gone, putting them to rest. And then she would also go to that village on the side of Count Dedrick's domain, and one by one put every one of those people in that town, every one of those undead in that town to rest, whispering each of their names as she recalls the very few memories from her childhood that remain, and slowly puts them all to rest.
All right. I have one more epilogue. Probably like a decade later. You know how there's this beacon in the light, or in the darkness, that's just sitting there.
Menacingly.
9 women
Mhm.
approach it.
Menacingly.
Oh no. Oh
And
no.
one of them walks up and says, "I finally found you. Let's see what secrets you have for me."
What?
Wait.
It's you who know who.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know who that is, but Jerry's not in there. Jerry's with me.
Oh, she doesn't know that yet.
Yeah, he's in the darkness, but I assume what is Jerry, essentially.
And, and also, he looks like Daspin, so...
Yeah, I know. And she's seen you do that before.
She has.
Yep.
She has.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Chaos.
Fucking
All of
Gabby.
it.
Fucking
This is what
Gabby's
happens
back,
when you make
goddammit.
4 characters in a campaign.
You know,
Shit just starts to happen that you don't even think of.
If Jury's with Atrim, I guess he did come to my wedding.
He was in mechanical cartridge that was in his chest form.
I was asking if
Maybe
Connor
so,
wanted
I don't know.
Jurgen to. You know what? No, I'm gonna let Chris keep going.
And Adam, I
Hmm.
give you free reign to use the Coven of Nine.
Outstanding.
Oh boy. Oh dear God.
I imagine Nazra and Soren just like doing their normal like pass by in the shadows and darkness and just be like, wait a second, something's missing.
They see
Yeah,
it and they
no,
just
they would
wait a
notice
minute.
pretty quick, and
immediately
that would
turn around.
become. Yeah, they would notice pretty quick that Jury is gone, and that would become one of Nazra's missions is to find out what happened to Jury. Whether she does find out what happens is for us to find out later. I
Okay,
suppose.
without meta knowledge, we fucking know what happened. I think we know what happened.
Please don't involve me with hags. I'm okay. I'm living a happy life.
Well,
I'm not ready to die.
Astrid would say though, oh, let's go kill some hags.
Actually, I might
Just
have
over
another
there,
one
like,
during that time
silently
frame.
weeping.
Adam, do you allow?
I don't understand your question. I'm sorry. Without
Okay, one
who?
moment.
Huh?
Without the people who were actually set free.
Oh yeah. You could absolutely take over and just
All right.
whoever got out got out.
All right. With the Hag Coven cutscene saying, "We finally found you," going after the hunt for Jury, we would go to Ruik again. A barren wasteland of no one there, just remaining corpses and dead. A swordless V's corpse would rise for the first time with a breath by herself after 50 years being alone.
Oh. Shit.
Come on, guys, we can't sequel bait. We're not doing that anymore.
I'm doing it one more time. Adam, you have free range to have V, the Wailing Revenant of Rurik.
Jeez. So we're
Got
just
the-
handing all. Are we
I
just
have
handing
the-
all of our old characters into
I
turning
have-
them into crazy beasts for Adam?
I have the
Like, we
Coven of
got-
Nine and the Revenant of Rurik.
The
I
Covenant of
am
Nine,
a
the
fan
Revenant
of
Rurik.
that.
You also have fucking
The Realm
Jurgen
Walker.
the Arroyo from the last
Yep.
campaign
Oh,
where he
yeah,
turned
you're
into a
still-
spirit
you're-
of
Yeah.
vengeance,
That's what I was
going
saying,
around
was,
hunting down fucking names.
The Revenant of
And then-
Rurik, Jurgen the Unroyal, the Realm Walker. So many things to play with.
Man,
Well-
Yeah, we're
Uh,
still
title.
not dead.
Hey
Hmm?
guys, this is why you make sure your things are dead before you leave.
Hey, Astrid did.
Don't
Yeah,
forget
mhm.
fucking
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, we did good. We did good.
Oh jeez, and don't
did
forget
awesome.
fucking like Pop and
Mhm.
Amaryl from.
Oh,
shit.
Pop's already come back once.
One of my
Yeah,
favorite
Pop's
part
already
about all
come
this
back once.
is
Jeez.
that
She'll do it again.
somewhere in a far off realm, in a pocket dimension of his own creation, there's a tiny little man named Demok sitting at a tea table with his legs crossed, like sipping from a saucer, just kind of like watching on like a foggy like vision, just kind of like, man, I'm glad I stopped selling to that plane.
I'm glad I got my nose out of that business. Well,
Then from the side, it just the pocket dimension rips open and it's popped, and she says, "I need a battery."
And on to the next
speaking of plenty of toys to play with, let's try playing something a little different. As we have all of our epilogues wrapped up. Now, you all do what you will with the
Hey,
music.
guys, I want to say this. I want to say this. I love you guys. This was awesome.
This was amazing.
It was a good
This is
story.
great.
Can I get a head
Ah.
count for who actually
What are you talking
showed up?
about? It's not even over yet.
I know.
Shut up. No, we can't do this again. Can I get a head count as to who showed up to the wedding?
Everybody.
I think everyone.
Everybody.
Everyone minus Jury, kinda.
Jury showed up in spirit
In
and
spirit.
core. He
Jury
showed up in.
showed up in heart.
I put a.
He
I put a
showed
tie
up
on,
in heart.
Art.
Oh
I hate
no!
all, I hate all
I
of
put
you.
a tie on it.
That's funny because we actually talked about Jurgen and some of the others because there was a moment at the funeral because in the pocket dimension there was, I mentioned before, Quark had a memorial for all of his fallen friends, and Connor and I were joking that Jurgen showed up as a fucking like Jedi Force ghost on the hill, like behind the ceremony, just overlooking everything that happened. And I'm thinking of like Jury being like the same way. There's like a fucking Force ghost of Jury.
Adam,
just
did
kinda,
you
like,
make a whole town?
I
This is
did.
beautiful.
I like it very much.
Wow.
But so all of
I
you
want
here
it.
there, I'm really into this. So like, I might be writing a little something and I might post it in chat just to kind of like, it's very emotional for me. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna be doing a little bit of writing on it. I'm glad you all ended up showing up. And if you need Quark, don't.
Ever.
Welcome.
Is
He's
fucking
gonna
Nick
go find
Fury,
him.
who is sitting on like that beach in a far off place.
He's a level 20. He's a level 20 wizard that merges spells for fun. Don't bother him.
He'll
Quark
kill
might
himself
show up, but it's
eventually.
not Quark. It's a doppelganger of Quark that is like going
Shut
around
up!
pretending to
Shut
be
your
Quark.
mouth about doppelgangers.
I'm such
Now-
a fan of this map system.
Chris, I
Yeah,
believe
it looks
we had
really good.
agreed on, was it Quent? Yep, Quent.
Yeah, it's fine.
Welcome to the Shackles on the island of Quent. This is not the main port, obviously. It's a relatively small dock. This is just a village, kind of a waypoint, if you will. A pretty bustling tavern, blacksmith, general store, small little like way stations, a place for stabling your horses, all the basic amenities to get you through a layover until the next time you take to sea. Why you are all here is entirely up to you, and we'll explore that a bit more when we actually begin the campaign proper. But for now, let's go around the horn and just give a description of what everybody else sees when they look at your character.
Don't do me first. I'm preparing. I'm doing my daily preparation.
Go down the line of Discord, David.
All right. So you're gonna see a very small, moving humanoid. Well, it looks like a aloe vera plant cactus, wearing a little bright orange scarf. Has little bunny fur jacket and a backpack beside him. He is desperately trying to stand on his chair to get to the table to reach for a mug.
I see him. I didn't see him at first because he was so
Yeah, I
fucking
didn't
tiny.
either.
He's so small.
Where is he?
Hi guys. Hello.
Oh my god, I love it.
Chris, you're next.
Alright. At the table on the far end, seated by himself, is a man with a kind of dirty blonde hair and a leather jacket. He's got looks like some kind of sword sitting on the table, and he's got a mug in his hand. He's just gulping away. And he's fair-skinned. Not exactly. He looks jovial, but not necessarily happy. And anyone who he meets like eye contact with, he does like a quick wink in your direction.
All right, Connor.
Just before you start,
Mhm.
Connor, I have to go walk dog, so I'll be
Okay.
back.
Okay. my character, you would see a younger looking human man. Dark brown hair, a little bit of a stubble, but he keeps it well, a little bit of a stubble at time, but he keeps it pretty well shaved. He's got fairly decent, definitely not ragged clothes, but definitely not like fine. But he does have this kind of slight air about him as being very respectful and I mean, he's been around nobles for most of his life, and he has this very respectful air about him, and has a very both a smile. He has a smile which is hard to see through, but is also welcoming and warm. He wears a heavy breastplate, and at his side, he's got a large tower shield that comes up to almost his shoulders, just sitting on the ground. On his left side, he has this yellow, this orchard yellow cape that kind of hangs over his left shoulder and around his back, as he sits there drinking his drink for the night. Oh, and on his two more things. On one side of his waist belt, you see a medical kit, and on the other side, you see a small kind of like a tabard, or like a cloth belt hanging off of his belt, that has the symbol of a rose growing out of like a bloody cobblestones.
All right. James.
Yeah. You see a tiefling. She's like 5'3", so she's a little smaller, but she's got like light pink skin, and her hair is like a very similar color. And out of her hair, you see peeking out like two similar colored horns that fade into like a black color at the tips. And she's got like orange ember eyes. And her tail matching the similar color, also fading into like black towards the end, and then this like little white puff of fur on the end. And she's wearing like somewhat revealing clothing, but she's got like a nice little corset with like multiple straps leading up to a nice little collar that she has. And she's got some like nice little gloves and yeah, tiefling. Oh, and she's got a little thing on her shoulder. She's got an axolotl on her shoulder, and he's just like a little like peach-colored guy, and he's neat. And I gave him a gold coin, and he likes to hold it in his hands.
Just a little guy.
He's just a little guy.
All right. That brings us to Josh.
Sitting across from this tiefling, kind of at an angle, is a very small hobbit, or not hobbit, halfling.
Oh, we can't say
person.
hobbit.
Stop it. We're in trouble now.
Very, very unassuming. Has dark brown hair, very standard, neutral features. Funny enough, is sitting at this table and like his feet can't touch the floor because he's so dang short.
See, that's why I use the chair to stand.
Yeah, has a backpack laying on the floor next to his chair that he used to like stand up onto the chair because he had to have a step stool to get up there. If you inspected his backpack close enough, you'd see a bow and some arrows strapped to it. He's wearing a decent-ish set of leather armor, but it's definitely not super nice or anything, and a relatively long green cloak. I say long, even though it's probably like the shortest cloak that you can buy, but it's just big on him. And you can see if you look around the tavern, you'll see sitting out the front window is uh, a dog that's kind of like staring into the window. It's a large black dog, um, and is just like making eye contact with him. And Simon is basically like going back and forth between looking at his dog and looking across the table at the tiefling that's sitting there, but very much trying not to get caught looking at her revealing clothing. So he's just kind of like using his dog as his comfort zone, and then like is kind of blushing at this tiefling, and then looking back at his dog.
And last but not least, we have Ruben.
What's the dog's breed?
It is a like a Saint Bernard-esque kind of dog. Very
here.
large, yeah, very large, but all black, and has more, I'd say, kind of a mix between like Saint Bernard, King Corso kind of vibes. I guess a Great Dane's probably a good, because yeah, Saint Bernard and King Corso would pretty much be a Great Dane, I guess. So.
All right, Ruben, that brings us to you.
I was messing around with my daily preparations just in case. So Solus is a lizard folk. He comes. You wouldn't know this by looking at him, but this is to kind of explain his appearance. He comes from a swampy, marsh-like, relatively unknown town, and he walks around with a what's it called? What's the word for like that strap that kind of like holds of like a line of grenades or something like that?
Bandolier.
Bandolier, but it's like alchemy potions, and it goes.
It's a chemical bandolier.
He doesn't actually wear like a shirt or anything like that, but he does have a cloak that it kind of keeps on him, but it's on the back of his chair right now. And he's got that kind of like shaggy, droopy like pants thing going on, but it's like definitely disheveled from like years of travel and everything like that going on. He is a tall boy. However, I didn't catch the heights for the other people, but he stands at about 6'5", cause lizard folk. And his scales, despite the picture, are bright green with a yellow cream like body to them, and his eyes are slightly orange, but with a flare towards the center, and that's where his name comes from, Solus or Soul, as he prefers to be called. He's a bit of a minimalist. At times, you could forget that he's even carrying a backpack with him, but he does carry that backpack with him. And if you look over to him right now, he is messing around with some reagents he has on hand, like pouring potions one into another, looking around. If there's an onlooker that's curious, he tries to strike up conversation. Things of that nature. He is my little lizard boy, and he will be making the potions.
Oh, for context, Apricot has long tendrils for growing out of his head that get him to about 3 feet tall, but his head starts at about 2'4". He's a very small little cactus.
We've got the whole spectrum. We got little boys, big boys.
Yeah, we got everyone. We got 6'6". Yep.
Little boys with big dogs.
I'm a lizard. I can breathe for days.
Well,
I can just lay in the sun.
As the raucous tavern atmosphere carries on, there are many other patrons drinking, carousing. Most, if not all of them, have weapons of some sort. These are very clear. You are in a tavern for pirates, and very clearly most everybody here is a pirate. I was very excited for the drinking songs on here, but there's only 4 of them, so I gotta find different music real quick. Let's do action. Epic action. There we go. And some of you will, in fact, recognize the tokens that I have here because I didn't feel like making new characters while I was trying to put all of this together during the epilogue. So, you know, Connor, you get
Not
your wish.
These guys again.
You get your wish.
Huzzah!
Now we get to see how this would have turned out. As you're all drinking, eating, making merry, if you feel as if you would have struck up a conversation or a relationship with somebody else, you can feel free to move and adjust yourselves around the tavern. Going once, going twice.
Heck yeah.
Could you just do me a favor and replace token?
Yep.
Created. Sorry.
Wait. There's a big lizard. I gotta go say hi to the big lizard.
It did not work.
Go say hi to the big lizard. I'm
I
gonna
was
go
curious about the tiny
across
plant,
from the
too.
little
Can
man.
Can I harvest your hair to use in potions?
Oh, that's nice.
Oh no, because he's aloe, so his voice is sticky. Oh no.
Because one of the potions I have actually could benefit from you. I'm not even joking. Like, I have a very good potion.
I'm well aware. I chose the right cactus.
Yeah! You're a cactus? Oh, that's perfect.
Hello.
As you all are going about your night, the door gets kicked in. Not a terribly uncommon scenario here. Very few people have any actual regard for, you know, public or private property. So, you know, not uncommon, but it's loud and it catches your attention for a brief moment. And a man staggers in. And the way he staggers, for a brief moment, you're like, man, he's coming to the tavern and he's already drunk. And then you're like, oh, wait, no, that's a pirate. He just hasn't readjusted back to land yet. He's kind of got the sea legs going on. And as he comes in, he's like, all right, mount up here. Wait, what have we here? Fresh blood. Have you gotten the Quint greeting yet? Excellent. Well, boys, let's welcome the newcomers to town.
Oh no.
And
Gotta find a voice.
I need everybody to go ahead and roll me initiative. Now, I believe in Foundry you can do this either from your sheet, or can you all see the encounter tab?
Yeah.
I can.
Okay, I think you can also do it
Huzzah!
from the
I rolled
encounter
it
tab.
From there.
Where would that be for those of us?
7.
right next to the character tab
Alright,
up in
my
the top right.
headphones died, so I have to use my phone for now.
Fair enough.
I don't know what's going on.
It's just roll.
Yeah, you just roll it, and if you click on the little cross swords, you can see where you are. If you've clicked on your token.
What are the rules for using different things to roll for initiative? It's only if something would allow you to use that to roll.
Correct. It'll be a situation.
Got ya. Train.
You know, insight instead of watching.
Hey, I got a good one. Maybe my luck will be different in Foundry.
Wonderful, thank you. But I think now you gotta put me into initiative.
Oh. You know how easy that is now? I just click on your token, utility, add to combat.
Shit, but I gotta figure out what
So
I'm doing.
good.
Yeah, now you got a plan there,
Initiative.
fast lizard.
I
Hey,
barely
man.
could do enough with one action. Now I have 3.
You said you wanted to practice combat. Welcome to practice combat.
Let's go.
So,
Also, Simon, didn't you say your dog was inside next to you?
No, he's,
And he's
outside looking through a window.
Oh,
He's sad. He's not
Would
allowed
you-
in.
would you like him to be in combat with you?
No.
Okay.
As in, for roleplay purposes, as the door gets bashed open, I make eye contact with the dog, and the dog looks through the window to make eye contact with, or to look at whoever did that. Because he and I raised him from a puppy, so he knows kind of what's going on. This isn't our first scrap together. And as soon as he sees the pirate, he looks back to me to make sure that I'm okay. And you can see he kind of starts getting on his haunches a little bit. But I just give him like a calming hand, and I shake my head no, and he immediately sits back down. But he's just kind of snarling it through the window.
He's a good boy.
He's
Okay,
a goodish
Such a
boy.
good boy.
What did I miss? I'm sorry.
We are
Introduction.
getting into our practice combat.
Okay.
Now,
Adam, can you replace my token? I updated it and it should be fixed.
I will have to replace you in the initiative, just a heads up.
Huge fan of
Yeah.
this system now. This is
I
awesome.
believe I had a 6 or a 7. I'll say a 6. Just so I don't.
Is there a way for me to edit it? Let's see. Karina, utility, add to combat. Roll.
You want me to roll it?
The
No.
only thing is that people with tokens, you need to check your prototype token and change the name on it.
Yeah.
Add to
Elsewise, you're just like a new character, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
or whatever it is.
Chris, is there a way for me to just set the
Someone-
initiative?
Let me go see real quick.
And
Just need to-
Oh, cool! I can ping people.
Yeah.
No, like in the turn order, so I can go. Okay, who's actually going next? Oh, okay.
Yeah, like where are they at?
Yeah.
If
Oh,
you
there
click
we
on
go.
them,
I
it'll
just have to
take you
dra-
them.
That's so simple. I just have to drag you around the encounter. That's so nice. Okay. Well, with the click of a button, if you pop out the initiative tab, you should be able to edit the initiative score. Okay. Okay.
You just right click
Yeah.
on the person.
Right click. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Right click, update participant, and then
Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so there's a couple different ways to do it. Excellent. And now we begin the encounter. Starting things off with
one.
round 1.
Fight.
Starting off with Skebs. Now, our little man here is, in fact, just a little guy. And he's not particularly speedy. So he can't make it over to where all the fun's happening.
Why are we fighting? Is someone trying to kill us?
Apparently, bar fight. It's
This
an
is-
introduction, I guess.
This is the Quent welcome,
They're hazing us.
pretty much.
Okay, just making sure that it is the Quent welcome.
And
Ah, yes, the
Jack.
Quint welcome.
These will be directed at you, good sir. And you are not for any reason flat-footed, so he does not get his precision damage.
I did not mean to click that, but I read the tenets of good.
So that is 1 action to move, 1 action to strike, for a 24. I was supposed to have targeted you there. I assume a 24 hits. Over tokens, press T to target, showing the result and auto-calculating flat-footed thinking.
Chris, can you interpret something
Okay.
for me, like while this is going? If I send it to you in Discord,
Yeah.
Is
I
a
need you to
24.
tell me how the fuck that works because I think I read it wrong.
So it should be a success, but not a critical success, if I understand correctly.
His AC is 17. That is more than. Is it 5 over or 10 over for a critical?
I thought
10
it was
over.
10 over.
Is it 10 over? Okay, so then you're good there. So we just get a nice little stab. Dang it. Target damage. There we go. As Jack, this pirate, comes barging in, kicks the door open, and multiple people around the bar stand up, and immediately one of the smaller patrons runs over and lunges forward, cutting into you with his dagger. But you can tell immediately, like, he's short, sure, but he he knows how to use that dagger. So the fact that he swung low and cut across the thigh, not trying to kill you, just trying to fuck you up a bit. And we're gonna go ahead and take a third action at a multi-attack penalty. Go for a second stab. Ooh. Okay, so it same roll, but it's now saying critical. So crit is +5.
No, that one you just rolled a nat 20.
Oh, okay.
It's an auto crit.
I swear I know what I'm doing.
Now just hit critical.
Damn it. Critical. There we go. Okay. And we apply damage again. No, not to himself, you dummy.
I'll do it. Don't worry. I can. Okay.
What?
Stop killing yourself.
I'm not trying to kill myself.
Damage.
7.
Sure, it looks like it.
Heal.
I am confused.
Okay.
They're attacking us.
Remove the status
Okay.
effect. Okay.
Ruben.
There we go.
Yes, Chris.
What are you confused about what it says?
See the
How do
target
I
by 10 or more.
the guttural instinct in
target
me
by
wants
10
to just simplify it and be like, okay, it just adds 4 to my armor class. But the D&D person in me is like, no, it's more complicated. It's like, how do I calculate that? Is that like being added to unarmored proficiency only? Is it being calculated with my armor? Like, why is it specifying a dex stat?
It's a.
Like, I'm wearing leather armor right now.
Yeah, it changes your armor class. It doesn't add to it.
Weird.
Okay.
So the +4 AC is your armor class, and then it has an extra dexterity cap of 2.
Okay. So it's
and then a
adding...
+1 to bonus to your bonus perception check.
Okay, so it's just adding 4 to my base AC.
Yes, and
Okay.
then it has a dexterity cap of 2. So like it should say you should have a total, if you hit it, 16 AC.
So assuming, okay, so assuming you hit it, so it is +4 on top of the base 10, and then +2. So if I already have an AC of 16, this is useless to me. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay, that's why I asked. I was very confused. Don't know why I picked this up. I will change it later. Also, in other news, the fucking I'm so confused. The Tanglefoot bag, which is a potion that I know what it does, is coming up as something completely different in Foundry than it does in Pathfinder 2 Eon Nethys. So I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Okay. Now, between Solus and the captain here, you both have a grand total of 21, but the captain has a higher dexterity, so he wins the tie. So,
Sorry, I had to sheet that because
I understand.
He is going to attempt a tumble through, I believe. GM screen, basic actions. No. Search.
Prepare.
Tumble. No. It's a skill action. I know that much. Enemies go before Oh, that's new. Okay. So that's just a total thing then. Interesting.
Wait, enemies just go before players?
On a tie.
There's a feat for that.
Skill actions. There we go.
Nice.
Oh,
Of course there
for
is.
that.
I believe
There's a feat for
is
that.
it
I
think that
a
is-
normal? Is it a normal thing that you can just delay your turn until after another one of players, or is that also a feat? I forgot.
I'm sure there's a feat for that.
There's a
probably,
feat for that.
probably a feat for that.
It might be a normal action.
Okay.
I don't
There's
know
the
that it's-
ready action, which sets up an action for later.
Uh,
But
Jack, what is your blanking on words? What is your reflex save DC?
How do I know what the DC is?
Anybody can delay. Ready uses 2 actions to hold a 1 action ability that can be used on a particular trigger as a reaction. And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the DC should be 10 plus your reflex.
Okay, so 19.
Okay. So he has to try and beat a 19 here. Which he does not. Oh, that's a critical failure. So he, using the sea legs, he kind of like starts stumbling towards you. And you can see he's picking up momentum. And just in the nick of time, you realize that he's not actually like stumbling into you. He's attempting to roll past you. And you manage to drop a shoulder and check and knock him backwards. So he's going to waste an action and not get any movement on that turn. So instead, you will spend 1 full stride action. Skeb seems to have you handled. And he's going to come this way.
Double murder.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Oh no!
Catch
Oh,
a tiger
no.
by its toe.
Okay, I will
Sorry.
protect you.
You look soft and squishy. It has to happen.
No, I just met this plant and I want to do business with it.
And we're going to go for a single strike. Using his 3rd and final action.
I'm gonna strike you in a second.
Oh
Dang
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I did it again.
That
I
might be a
believe.
crit.
What is your AC?
My AC is a 16.
16. That
Oh,
makes
no,
that a
that's-
critical success.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Targeting
Did you stop
and
at some point?
critical.
Ow!
Oof.
Ow!
Jesus Christ.
Jeepers.
How you doing, buddy?
Holy shit.
That hurt. I got 5 HP.
So he stumbles that way, bumps into Jack, and like staggers backwards. And as he does, he just like swings around and with the handle of his cutlass just sucker punches you in the face. Next in the encounter goes to you, Solus.
Okay, Jesus fucking Christ.
Someone do something.
Stop that man.
Tanglefoot is not splash. Let me check. Stuck is it? No, it's just hit a creature. So, okay, a singular creature. And Blight Bomb is D6 poison. Blight Bomb. Okay, Blight Bomb is what I was told is the best bomb.
Really?
Yeah, Blight Bomb. So like, as opposed to acid. Well, the other ones aren't bad. It's just Blight Bomb's kind of like objectively like nicer than the other ones. So I was pouring potions, and like this happens, and he's kind of got the hood of his cloak up. As soon as this all goes down, he like slams one of his potions down on the table, and he stands up, like letting the chair get out, and he's gonna throw a potion. He's gonna give one of those like menacing like lizard folk like hisses with his tongue sticking out, but it's too cute though. Like he's trying to be menacing, but it's just like, oh man, I want to pinch his little scales. How do I think I have to draw it first, but I have quick bomber, so this is all one action for me. We're gonna throw a blight bomb.
Ooh.
He's gonna like take a paw and like it's not a paw. It can't be his claws because his claws are sheathed. But what the fuck do you call a lizard folk hand?
A backhand.
A hand.
And he's gonna throw it at which one of these can I tell like which one looks a little bit more nimble, I guess, by looking at them. Also, how the fuck do I mark on the map?
You can select tokens, and then you have the targeting select token.
Which one looks more nimble? I feel like there's probably a knowledge check for that.
I mean, this guy just fucking bumbled around like a drunk and just rolled over me.
Warfare check, maybe.
Yeah, knowledge warfare.
Yeah,
I don't have
lore
that.
warfare.
Rather than straight intelligence.
Can you roll things you're untrained for? I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I don't know. I'm just gonna skip it and guess.
All right.
But actually, no. You know, I'm not gonna aggro the 2 others while we're in the back here. So instead, I'm going to throw. Oh, I can't. You're in splash radius. You dick.
I'm not a duck. I'm a plant.
I'll throw a Tanglefoot bag at. No, that's not right either. What does? I'm sorry. I promise. I looked through all of these while I was while we were preparing. I've got Tanglefoot, Peshpine, Blight. Motherfucker. What do you do? Oh, that one's made from a cactus. That'd be kind of cruel. Fuck it. We'll throw. What is the penalty for attacking more than one in one turn?
If you click on your token and you click on strikes, you'll see you have a +5, a +0, and a -5 for each of your 3, or a +5, a +1, and a -3. Look at you with your
what?
Agile weapons.
I don't have that.
So if you click on strikes.
Where's strikes?
Up on the very top left.
Dude, this is so nice. I could just do all of this from
Of my character window or
No, of Foundry itself. So if you click on, like, you select your token, you should have a little basically hotbar that pops up on the top left. It says strikes, actions, inventories, features, skills. Yes. Hover over strikes and it'll open up all of your available weapons.
I still see +5 is +0 -5. I don't know where you're getting.
No,
though.
you get a +5. +5 to your strike, and then each one down afterwards is -5, and then
Yeah, my claw is +5 +1 -3. I think that's what you're looking.
Yeah,
at.
that's
and then
that's,
my
that's
my
what we're
unarmed
talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm talking about tossing a bomb.
Yeah, your bomb is +5 for the first one, +0 for the second one, -5 for the third one.
I got confused when you said that. I'm just gonna do it for my character window though, if it's all the same.
Fair enough. It works just as well.
We're gonna throw a blight bomb at this bitch.
At the little bitch.
At the little bitch.
All right. Make sure you hit your targeting.
Aw.
12. That is a miss. I believe bombs have special things about them.
They
have splash.
Throw up what blight bomb does. I don't.
No, I can hover over and read it. If an attack with a splash weapon fails, all creatures within 5 feet of the target, including the target, take the listed splash damage. On a failure, but not a critical failure, the target of the attack still takes the splash damage. So, since you roll the damage to see the splash. Oh, I like that it splits them apart. Good.
It's always one. It can't be any more than one.
Yep. So on a failure, you still take, or you still deal damage.
Yeah.
And
I take 1?
No, only the target does on a failure.
Oh, is that a player? I thought that was an enemy, because red.
No.
No.
He's a friend.
Jack is a friend. Skebs is not.
Oh shit, my bad. I thought
Nope.
those were both enemies. I thought I was getting a twofer.
You are.
Actually
It
worked
all,
out well, though.
It all worked out perfectly.
It said
Skebs
5
has.
foot, so I assumed it was
Yeah, so that's if it
5
hits
foot
the target.
around.
Essentially, like, think of it as he's throwing a bomb at the target. If it hits, it's hitting the target, shattering and exploding, right? If it misses, it's like rolling between their legs or something and exploding right behind them. So the splash doesn't cover the hole.
That very much was a splash. I do have my second action prepared.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I have a Tanglefoot bag, and taking the penalty, I'm gonna try and throw it at this thing. I can't. How do I? Yeah.
Old Mr. Pirate Man? Alright.
Mr. Pirate Man.
What do I need to do for that?
I'll tell you based on whether it hits or not.
Okay.
roll it. It'll come up.
Map -5. Oh, map means multiple attack penalty. Well, fuck.
Damn.
Okay, so that one is, and I would like to say it. So that one is kind of less useful, but it's filled with sticky substances such as aloe. And when you hit a creature with the Tanglefoot bag, it takes a -10 foot status penalty to its speed for a whole minute. That wasn't a critical success, right?
No.
No, so it doesn't suffer the. It can take 3 actions on its turn if it wants to try and escape the penalty for a DC of 17. It doesn't say what the modifier is. I don't know what kind of save it is.
I see. I got what you're saying.
Oh no! It can try to escape, or it can just spend all 3 actions to remove the substances.
Okay.
And they don't have to be consecutive, so it can just like take 2 actions and spend 1 trying to get out of it. But it's got a minus 10 foot speed penalty right now.
Okay.
And then I'll stride, I suppose.
Fair enough. So a small bit of a backtrack here because I read this incorrectly. Bombs are even better. So while it does say on a failure, the target of the attack still takes the splash damage, up above that says if an attack fails, succeeds, or critically succeeds, all creatures within 5 feet of the target take the listed splash damage. So Jack, you do in fact also take the 1 damage.
Ow! Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. That's why I was saying my bad. But hey, this thing's.
We're learning.
Slow now.
He is slower. Apricot, what you got, buddy?
I don't like him hitting me in the face, so I'm going to show him why you don't hit a cactus.
Okay. Gouging claw. Oh no.
We're gonna go for piercing.
Okay. Make sure you've got him targeted and attack. That's a hit.
Alright, then I deal the damage.
Oof. 6 points of damage.
I did not appreciate it. Oh no, I fucked that up. Whoops.
Exactly what
I did damage to myself.
Oh no. Just
I'm unconscious.
hover over yourself or target yourself and heal. And that should. Boom.
Yeah, I got that right, but why did my damage go to him?
Shoot, that's
It
what I was
didn't.
gonna do.
I added it to him.
Yeah, I know you did it, but I want to know how I can do it. And that was 2 actions. So the next one is gonna use my final action to hit him with my spines.
Okay. We're not going to try and leave?
No, I'm just gonna whack him.
Fair enough. That is not a hit.
Damn.
You targeted yourself, by the way.
Cool.
You still missed yourself, though, so it's all good.
I still missed myself.
All right. And yes, you are correct, Kaino. Simon, things seem to be popping off.
I love him.
Yeah.
I love him.
Looking around, seeing everything that's going on, I am going to reach down and draw my short bow and my quiver of arrows. Being a hunter, though, I have, especially for small game, you don't want to use a typical arrow. You use small game arrows, which are blunted on the tip.
They sure are.
So I make sure to grab a couple of my small game arrows, since I've noticed that people aren't trying to necessarily kill anybody, but it's still not super friendly here. So that's 1 action.
Okay.
Second action, I am going to sneak, not hide, but sneak, because that is a separate thing.
Okay.
Where I get to move half of my speed, and at the end of that movement, I can essentially hide.
Attempt to move to another place while becoming or staying undetected. Interesting. Okay.
Yep. So doing that, I'm just going to half my speed to here under the table, and then I would be able to roll stealth at that point.
You actually do not. This is where it gets weird. I get to roll secret checks to myself.
Okay.
Skills. Stealth. Boom. Boom. Okay. Did anything pop up for you there?
Nope. Bunch of question marks.
but that's
Bunch of
it.
question marks, yeah.
Roll some
Outstanding.
dice.
Excellent.
Oh,
I
boy.
like
It's-
that
it's-
feature a lot.
Oh boy, that is awesome because it's just like an actual IRL D&D where you just roll behind the DM screen. It's like, oh god, why is the DM rolling? Why is he rolling?
Yeah.
So like, I appreciate it and everything, but like this is like anxiety the game for me now. Like it's just kind of like he's just gonna start rolling shit, and I'm just gonna.
No, there's very specific actions that require a secret check. Okay, so you have taken your sneak action, and you've drawn. You have one action left.
I do. I am going to, because presumably I can see that this guy right here has kind of like, although not begun to do anything, has like made himself known as.
Oh yeah, as soon as the captain started yelling about fresh blood, he like jumped out of his chair, started grabbing his battle axe on his side.
Okay, so I am going to make a non-lethal because of the arrows, a short bow attack at homeboy here. No ammunition is assigned. Hold on, it's not right. Consumables. Worn. We need to go into weapon. No.
And for this, he would be flat-footed.
I'm trying to. It's not. How do I use this ammo?
Oh, do you have it
there we go.
equipped?
There it is. Yeah, I just got it. Sorry.
Mhm.
Okay, so there.
Yep.
Circumstance. Do I get a? Well, so I guess that's a question. Are you doing stuff or am I?
I am doing stuff to him right now.
Okay.
That's so cool. So I can mark his condition as flat-footed.
As flat-footed, yeah.
And that changes his AC on his character sheet.
Nice.
Yeah. Now, I guess the question is, can you, and this is something we can figure out later, can you mark him flat-footed just to me?
That I
You know
don't.
what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know. We can play around with it, but I think for now it should work.
Yeah,
just go ahead and
later.
take your shot. Oh, that's a damn good hit. Go ahead and roll that damage, babe. Oh, wait.
Is it plus 10?
No, it's not plus 10. It didn't calculate his flat-footed. Still has him as AC 14.
Okay.
Interesting. Oh well. I mean, it's a hit either way.
Yup. So I'm gonna do.
Ooh, that's a hit and a half right there.
So, hold on. Why did it give me percent? Oh, okay, cool.
Because he was flat-footed.
Calculated sneak attack in.
Yep.
Dude, see, I set up hotkeys for my sneak attack, but it already sets it up. What?
And with that, he takes 11 points of damage as that blunted. Or you could have dragged flat-footed. Oh, that's neat too. As he takes the blunted arrow straight to the back, like slams up against his kidney, and he jerks around, and you can see his eyes are just bloodshot furious. That was a hearty hit. But I think that is all three of your actions, I believe.
That is the only question that I have.
Mm-hmm.
Success, you're undetected by the creature during the movement and remain undetected by the creature at the end of it. So I am undetected. He does not know where I am.
Hold on one second. You become observed as soon as you do anything other than hide, sneak, or step. If you attempt to strike, the creature remains flat-footed against the attack, and then you become observed.
Okay.
So basically, you're giving yourself a free flat foot, but he knows where the arrow came from.
Gotcha.
All right, Jack. That brings us to you, old fighter boy. You got a little halfling cutting into your thigh.
Well, I'm upset now because this halfling.
This little shit.
Sorry about
Hey,
the acid.
I was just sucking down. I want to imagine like he was the pirate guy came in and shouted it, and he just kept drinking, just trying to be out of it, and
it gets shanked and a bottle exploded by him and landed on your coat.
so do I need to stand up or anything like that in this particular case, or
I would
so sitting down?
I would imagine getting shanked and then a bottle of acid thrown at you at some point during that whole course of events. You probably would have stood up.
Okay,
I'm trying
all
to
right.
cauterize the wound.
So
With
so
dissolving.
Jack like just sighs, puts the
Good to
drink
know.
down and sees the little shit come over, and he stabbed me with a dagger twice, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's like, you little shit. Fine. And he stands up, grabbing his sword, and he grabs it by the handle and just kind of does a sweeping motion, and it tosses the sheath off. And he does 2 rapid strikes. The first one is going to be just a regular old-fashioned strike. Do I have him targeted? Yes. Ooh, miss.
Correct. That is not a hit.
And then I am going to use a feat known as oh, there it is. Exacting strike.
Ah, yes, that's a press. So
And
for
since he
those
attacked once, he can attack again without any
multi-attack penalty. Yep.
So he just attacked again. Hiya!
So, for those unaware, fighters get an ability called Press. Various different attacks of theirs use Press, and it has a plethora of effects depending on the attack, but they can only be used as the final strike in your ability. However, I believe, because this attack does not add towards your multi-attack penalty if you fail, but I think it counts at your current multi-attack penalty. So this would be not the +5. Make a controlled attack fully accounted. Make a strike. On a failure, this attack does not count towards your multi-attack penalty.
Oh, okay. So I have to swing first.
Yeah. So
Swing with the multi-attack penalty.
correct. So it would be
No. So
basically
if you used exacting strike on your first attack, then you wouldn't incur multi-attack penalty.
which is strange because you can't use a press. The press has to be the last attack on a turn, correct?
That's what I thought.
An action.
An attack
Oh,
action
no,
with a
okay.
press.
Can only be used if you are currently affected by a multi-attack penalty. It doesn't have to be the last one, but it can't be the first one.
Wait, Adam.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I have a clarification. Chris didn't take the splash damage because I'm a bomber. You specialize in explosions and other violent alchemical reactions. You start with the formulas for 2 first-level alchemical bombs in your formula book. In addition to your other formulas, when throwing an alchemical bomb with the splash trait, you can deal splash damage to only your primary target instead of the usual splash area.
Interesting. Okay, so Chris, go ahead and add 1 HP.
On a real roller coaster day.
Yeah.
I didn't take it away because I didn't know what was going on, and I
Fair.
forgot.
So
Okay, so in chat,
going from
he's
this,
talking-
if you use your first attack, right?
Mhm.
Then you would follow it up with this press. If you hit, great. If you miss, it does not count towards your multi-attack penalty. So your third attack, then, if you chose to make it, would be at -5 instead of -10.
Okay. So then
Gotcha.
it would be
15.
guess, a 15. Yeah.
And
the
a
15 hit?
15 just hits.
All right. Cool.
Also, Josh, I'm being told that for future reference kind of thing, you have to hide prior to a sneak because of the differences between like hidden and undetected and observed and all of that. So I
warned you guys
say
about
just
this at the
look into the nuance of
So
it.
I am, and that's specifically why I said that, because it says you can attempt to move to another place while becoming undetected.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So
So
you
I
have to.
understand what they're.
Yeah, it's you have to hide first, then.
Ooh.
But that's I'm not an expert at it, obviously.
Yeah.
But it
That's-
specifically states
so-
while becoming, so I can use it to become undetected.
So-
Stride up to half your speed, and that's why I moved under the table.
Yeah,
was
to get the cover.
because I was gaining cover.
Yeah.
So I'm moving into cover in order to become undetected.
So, Jack, 7 will do the trick. I guess my question for you is, how do you handle this little numbskull?
Are we treating as if we can do non-lethal
Mhm.
right now?
Because it is a practice combat, yes, I'm not adding any of those penalties in. Do be aware for the future there are penalties to non-lethal combat if you don't have the feat for it or a certain type of weapon, etc., etc. But for this, we're ignoring that.
I don't think I can make potions non-lethal.
I don't think you can. You also can't with ranged weapons unless, like in Josh's case, you have the specific blunted arrows for it.
Okay, I understand it completely how exacting strike works now. Okay, now I will just I have to establish who Jack is in this one moment.
This is the deciding factor for Jack.
Did it look like he was trying to be lethal with me?
No, he was
Okay.
decidedly carving into the thighs.
Okay, then he will immediately do he'll do like basically a fainting slash. Haha, a feint. That's an action. It will slash to the left, and as he dodges right, he takes the hilt of his weapon and just bashes the side of his temple, and he'll just go down.
And with that, Skebs goes to sleep. Okay, that is 2 of your actions for your
No,
third.
It's 3.
Oh, that's all 3?
It's 3. Yeah,
Okay.
I had to draw my weapon.
Okay, gotcha. And Taro Boldblade jumps up on the table. For the glory of Caden Kalian! And he is going to take a stride action and go for you, because you're hot, and he's
I'm
Antaro
gonna
Boldblade.
Look at my axolotl that's currently like in my glass of water, and just like look at it and be like, what the fuck did he just say? And I'm not paying attention as he strides forward.
Outstanding. He...
Axolotl's like banging against the cup right now, like, move!
He is going to use 1 action to strike. And now he has a shield. Does that automatically mean he gets the raise shield action, or is that a class-specific thing?
That is a class specific. No. You can
Probably
always raise
feature
your
that.
shield. It's
Yeah, you
shield
can always
block.
raise your shield.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
It's the shield.
Razor shield is
block
something
that-
everybody gets.
Okay,
The
so
shield
he is...
block is the special one that I have. Haha.
He
I'm
is going
champion.
to raise his shield, which I don't see a condition for.
I think it's a plus
Plus-
1
should be
circumstance AC.
+2, I think. It's in the compendium.
Might be a +2.
And he's going to take a strike at you with his rapier.
Hold on, let me see if there's a thing for it in found.
Oh, hi. Oh, that's a miss.
Raise
Oh,
shield.
look at him jabbing at you with his
Oh, you gain
sword.
its listed circumstance bonus to the AC. Okay. So whatever the shield has. And it has a +2. That's why there's no condition for it, because it varies
Wait,
shield to shield. I
He has
understand.
a tower shield?
No, he has a wooden shield. +2 AC bonus.
I'm pretty sure wooden shields are +1, and then the tower shield is +2.
Drag the
Every other
effect
shield is
onto
+1 except tower shield is +2. I thought.
Oh.
Yeah. You'd think you're selling 5e shields.
No. His
Wait,
wooden
what?
shield has AC bonus of +2. It says it right here.
Yeah, it's a +2 for wooden shields. I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
Now, if we were to look at tower shields, they have so they have an AC of +2
But then you can get to +4
unless
if
+4
you take cover.
with the take cover action.
Oh, so that's fucking stupid. It doesn't provide more AC natural. Okay, that's fucking stupid.
They
I mean, most shields don't.
have their uses, but
They go into the tower
yeah.
shield. Tower
Yeah,
shield.
but then
That's-
you have to spend half your
that's
turn
really cool.
fucking
I like
hiding
that a lot.
behind the shield.
And you said a 10. Oh yeah, 10 definitely misses. Jesus. So he jumps up on the table, shouts something about Caden Kalian, leaps forward, and just like lunges with his rapier. And you just kind of like still talking to your axolotl. The blade goes right between you and the cup and just sticks in the table. That's all he's got. He did nothing that round. Olar of Stonemore. He pissed.
Don't forget to remove his flat-footed because he's not flat-footed anymore.
He is not
He kinda gets
flat-footed,
ya.
and he is angry. So he's going to use an action to stride. Now he's a dwarf, so he only has 20 feet, which is nice, but
That's all he needs.
that's all he needs. He is going to use an action to rage. Gains 3 temporary hit points. Effect rage. Olar of Stonemore. Now, that's so cool. Foundry's amazing. However, he does take a -1 penalty to his AC. And he's going to use his third and final action to strike at you there, Simon.
Alrighty.
Wing. Ooh, a 23. Nope, don't target yourself. Target him.
That does hit.
Okay. And it calculates the rage in with it. Amazing.
That doesn't feel good, does it?
That is 13 points of damage as he swings this axe down at you. And last minute, like, spins it in his hand. So not the sharpened blade portion, but the hardened metal back end of the axe just cracks across your temple.
Did I mention something? This is a huge fucking tavern.
Yeah, it's a big boy.
Not that big, honestly.
How big's your house?
Not big
I
enough.
don't have a house.
Select
Yeah,
you.
it's just
I have an apartment.
Target you. And
But I mean, it's supposed to be like a restaurant, essentially.
I think we want to cast a spell here. I think we want to cast this spell.
Why are there a
Critical
bunch of
success.
AoE circles?
Because I'm drawing by accident.
Oh, you
What
monster.
do I do?
Highlight over them, and press delete.
It's not.
Go back to.
Where are these
go
black
over to the
lines? I
side.
can't see. Where is this coming from? Oh.
Stop.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Go over to where the
Or
measuring
contiguous
measuring
5-foot
tool
square.
is.
I'm a lizard. I'm not prepared for this otherworldly crap.
It's the one on the left,
Yeah.
and you go
Measurement
back.
controls.
Does it make a whole bunch of squares show up on all the measuring tools that you put out?
No. Oh, yes.
All right. Highlight over them and press delete.
I'm just making more.
Stop dragging.
Okay.
Put the mouse over it and press delete.
Oh, neat.
Basic. No, not that.
We did it.
So I'm seeing that there is
Thanks,
an
God.
interesting way to do this. Let's see, just out of curiosity here. Or data.
Imagining the axolotls, like she starts trying to calculate.
Yeah, she's doing this in her head.
Okay, there is not. Okay, so we're just gonna get rid of that. And let's find a nice slippery looking surface.
Hey, yo.
Because she is gonna cast Grease.
You got me over here, baby.
That looks properly
hilarious.
slippery.
Slippery?
Slippery. I'm gonna make sure it's the right size. Supposed to be 4 contiguous
Why
5-foot
didn't you
squares.
just use the measuring tool for whatever spell you're using?
Why didn't I do what?
Use the measuring tool for whatever spell you're using.
Oh, come on,
Yeah.
Adam.
Getting there.
So slow already.
Cast the spell, and there will be the area. Okay, so if she were
Yeah.
to click,
Just cast the spell.
select
God damn it.
spells,
God fucking damn it.
Grease,
I'm never gonna get into this fight.
all prone. Okay,
Does it let you put a template down?
I don't.
Like place template?
I'm sorry. Where would I see that?
It should be in the spell like that just popped up. It should say like place template or something like that.
Just says save DC 15 reflex.
Okay, so it doesn't have it. Okay, so then just over on the left hand side,
Mm-hmm.
you just use the measuring tool and just put one down. It'll even highlight the area for the squares and everything.
Oh, rectangle template. Oh.
There you go. And just
Okay.
move it over.
All right, interesting. Okay, all solid ground in the area is covered with. Actually, no, because we're gonna shuffle this just a little bit. Don't mind me, because why would she cast a spell on a table when she could, in fact, not do that? So we're gonna cast it there instead.
I'm confused.
What?
What are you confused about?
No, I just mean like how is it just those 4 squares?
Yeah.
But do I make my reflex save now or later?
Also, each creature standing on the greasy surface must succeed at a reflex save or an acrobatics check. So now.
Hold on, let me check. I don't think I think my reflex is probably just higher. Although I don't. It looks like it may not matter. Nope, my reflex is definitely higher.
Oh, you can click it in the
Things
chat.
like
That's
Fireball come with templates in their spell description.
Huzzah! I don't die. I don't fall. I can do.
Nice.
I can do stuff this
So-
turn.
So, as you stand up, all kinds of motivated to get into this fight, you suddenly feel the ground underneath you like starting to like give way and slip back and forth. You manage to catch your balance. It is a little precarious. Now, that was a 2-action spell. And she doesn't have... Well, she doesn't have much. So she's just going to draw her dagger for her 3rd action.
So
That
I've already succeeded on it once. Does that mean I don't have to make the save on my turn again?
if you move within its space, you would. So, like, if you were to move this way, then you
But
would.
if I were to move out, like say if I was moving this way,
Correct.
I don't have to. Okay.
Or if you were to take the step action.
Got it.
Creature does not... Oh, where did it just go? A creature that steps or crawls doesn't have to attempt a check or save. Well, that brings us over to you, Theodoric. Mr. Lisa Gang.
He is going to take a stride out of the grease and over this way. So that he is close to everyone here, within 15 feet of them all. Perfect. And from right there, he is going to lift up his tower shield and grip it with both hands and step into a Everstand stance as he kind of plants himself on the ground like this. And then he is going to raise his shield.
Enhancing its potential for both offense and defense. While in the stance, you wield the shield with both hands. Increase the weapon damage die. And increase the shield's hardness. Very nice.
and then he is going to raise his shield as well.
Oh,
And he's going
beefcake.
to call out to the two of them next to him and say, "Cease this violence!" And yeah.
Beefy boy.
Strike me if you wish to fight, if you want to fight.
Pick on someone your own size. As they beat up the two little people.
Size.
Alright, Karina, that brings us to you.
I saw him try to poke at me with a rapier, correct?
Yes.
And then I see a guy with a big shield run up and say, "Fight me." Just gonna like point over at the guy with the shield and be like, "Go fight him."
God damn it.
As
If the axolotl could scream, it would.
As question, can you still only cast one spell per turn? Or
Nope.
is it still
No.
based
You
on
can
action?
you can use up your actions
Awesome.
however you like.
Do as your heart desires.
Okay. So, as the sword retracts, going to scoop the axolotl out of the glass and place it on my shoulder, and I'm gonna tap his head, and I'm gonna cast shield.
Okay.
Boop. Which is an action.
Mm-hmm.
And then once I do that, and I point over in the direction of the guy with the shield, I'm gonna throw out 2 actions of magic missile, and like have them loop towards the guy with the shield and come back towards him. So as soon as he looks at the guy with the shield, he's gonna get hit with 2 magic missiles.
All right.
And I don't know how to do this. It's 2 because I'm using 2 actions.
Okay. And there is no to hit on these, correct? It's just damage.
Is that I think there's a save DC in this?
Well, let's
I
see
don't know.
if we go over
Under
to
the
your
heightened, it says save
spellcasting.
DC.
Magic missile. It automatically hits and deals 1d4 plus 1 force damage. For each additional action you use, increase the number of missiles. You choose the target for each missile individually. Combine the damage. Yeah. So you just straight up hit him with 2 darts. For 9 points of damage. Beefy hit. A beefy hit. And with that, as he lunges forward with the rapier, missing you, you like point over to the guy with the shield. He turns and looks as these 2 magic missiles catch him in the chest. And the force just sends him flying backwards, and he is, for purposes of this, he is knocked unconscious. Although, be aware, you can't do that normally.
Yeah. I hold the axolotl in my hands, and I'm like, "Oh my god, we did it, we did it, we did it." And then I look over at the guy, and I was like, "Oh god, is he dead?"
Can I just want to test something really quick.
Mhm.
Does this...
And I gotta bail out, but I will be listening and commanding, if you will.
Oh, sick! It automatically
Cease.
increases the damage. Sick.
Very
Okay.
nice.
I can delete that then. Because I had a second shield bush in my inventory specifically
Mhm.
for Everstand Stance. But,
Yeah. So the big thing I'm getting from all of this is if ever you do something that applies something to you, i.e. your Everstand
it does
stance,
it
or
automatically.
no, it doesn't. I've been doing it for you. So if you,
Oh.
let's say you roll your Everstand stance into the chat log here, you see down towards the bottom where it says stance : Everstand stance. If you click and drag that, let me here. Grab your token.
Oh, if I
right
click
click.
and drag that to my character.
Click and drag that onto your token.
Oh,
and
I
boom.
got it.
Same thing right there where it, with Karina's
Yep.
shield, everything like that. So if ever you do something that affects your character like that, make sure you drag that on so that it's calculating your stuff properly.
Got it. Sick. Alright,
Okay.
I'll set up.
Ah, Mr. Pirate. I'm so very sorry, little aloe boy. You're gonna catch Actually, instead of his cutlass, he's gonna, with his, like, lunging forward with his cutlass, kind of an underhanded strike, he's gonna try and punch you in the jaw with the hilt of his dagger.
We're shamelessly requesting.
What are you shamelessly requesting? Oh, he sucks at this. What are you shamelessly requesting?
Alright. You can okay, yeah, can I post that in there? There we go.
Oh, downplay the consequences are outrageous. You request something, you do these. Oh no.
He cannot shamelessly request anything until it's your turn, buddy.
Yep.
Isn't that also that's level 7?
Because I'm harmlessly cute? No, it is not.
That's also a level 7 feature.
I know.
Leshy thing.
Well,
It's a leshy thing.
Oh, it's a oh Jesus Christ! What?
as you dodge the,
fucking stupid.
that's usually out of combat also apparently.
Yeah, I know. I'm just fucking.
As you dodge the left-handed feint coming from uppercut land, he brings that cutlass down from the top, applying his multi-attack penalty.
I'm just thinking of the.
There it is.
No. Close. No.
I'm just imagining harmlessly cute, right? You know that thing that like Puss in Boots does? Where you put the little hat down
Exactly. That is exactly what it is.
It's like please, sir, I'm just a little boy.
He's just a little guy. With that,
He's taking only 5 damage. Oh wait,
because he was already. Yeah. With that, the cutlass, as you lean backwards as the dagger passes in front of your face, and as you're leaned backwards off balance, you look up and the hilt of the cutlass just comes down right between the eyes, and you all watch the little cactus boy go to sleep.
No.
I tried.
Poor cactus boy.
Oh, the range is only 10 feet. Ugh. All right.
Remember, he has a minus 10-foot penalty to his stride. Right?
Yeah, he does.
He can just walk over me, and that's about it.
Pretty much, yeah.
If he wants to, he can spend that to try getting out of it, I think.
That is true. That is a thing that he can do. How does he do that?
Okay, so I need to check it because he might have had a free attempt at being free of it. But if he wants to do it manually, he needs to collectively or all at once spend 3 actions to just free himself.
You can hold shift when clicking to quick roll. Hold shift, strike, cutlass. It did. Oh, okay. I see what you. Gotcha. So if they don't have any like modifiers or anything.
The target can end any effects by escaping, which I assume is an action that you'll probably have to look up, or spending a total of 3 actions to carefully.
It is, yeah, it's an action.
So what is escaping?
So if we go to basic actions,
it's a specific
escape.
action that you can use, yeah.
You attempt to escape from being grabbed, immobilized, or restrained. Choose one creature, blah, 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 blah. Attempt to check using your unarmed attack modifier against the DC of the effect.
The DC of the effect is 17, and it's a single, so he could spend his last action trying to escape it if he'd like.
Well, I believe that his multi-attack penalty would count into that because it is an attack on this round.
I guess.
So let's see.
Minus 10 then? Is that cool?
13. That is not a success.
And
He is still restrained. That brings us back to you.
me?
Yep.
I'm gonna stride first. I gotta get used to this. Check. Ah, perfect. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I could not make it to the flint. We're gonna toss a.
I was abandoned so quickly.
I tried.
I tried.
For the world. Okay. Oh my god, I love this character already. I gotta check what Bottle of Lightning does real quick. Okay. Flat-footed.
Flap.
Lightning in a bottle.
Simon, you're on deck.
Okay, we're gonna throw bottled lightning first.
Drag the spell effect of Tanglefoot on the pirate to automatically calculate his speed. Okay.
Why is there a range penalty? Is that an actual thing? How do I calculate it?
That is the splash radius right there.
Damn it.
Ah, fuck. I think it doesn't hit, right?
A 15 does not hit. Correct.
No.
Theodoric. Why are you targeting Theodoric?
What?
Why-
Yes, attack me! Oh wait, no, don't attack
No.
me! No,
I
you don't attack me! Everyone else attack me!
I don't know why.
Uh,
For some reason you're selected, but I don't know
Yeah.
how to unselect you.
Right
Gotta
click
make
me.
sure.
Oh, because this person's already dead.
Also, just as a note, go ahead and throw out your Tanglefoot bag for me real quick,
How
because
do I do that?
it should be an action. You should have an action set up for your Tanglefoot bag.
Yeah, I have that. So you
Use
want me
it.
to roll it?
Yeah, just click it. He's gonna apply it to the pirate.
Yeah, because you had done it earlier as a Peshpine grenade.
Is that no? You want it? You want the
No, I don't want the Peshpine grenade.
No, I know. That's why I'm telling you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what you did
Okay,
at Pine Grenade earlier.
That's fair.
That's what he's saying.
So where is?
Here, you're trying to roll the wrong thing. It's gotta be the direct item. That's always gonna be the attack.
Let me see here.
Are you doing
Inventory.
something wrong?
I'm not sure. No, that's not how. Those are actions. Okay, what about your inventory? Okay, here we go. There.
There you
Okay.
go.
How
So,
do you do that? How do I do that?
in your inventory, just click
Yeah.
on the Tanglefoot bag icon, like the little image there. So, whenever you use your Tanglefoot bags, do it in the action tab so that you can get the roll to hit, and then do the Tanglefoot bag from your inventory. The others, you
Yeah,
don't have
I
to worry about that because they auto-calculate damage and all of that, but I need it for the
So I
Pretty much
Tanglefoot bag.
anything that has an effect instead of something that does damage, you're going to want to do that.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Hit a creature with Tanglefoot bag.
Two.
Escape DC is
Put that down
17.
to-
Oh, but it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Hmm.
It's just a -10. It doesn't have
Just a minus
thing
10.
to it.
He's not
Yeah.
restricted. It's just.
No, I know.
No,
I'm
no,
trying to figure out how to do it so that it calculates for his sheet. And I think I can just pull it from hers.
Road.
Tanglefoot,
That. Do I
spell
try
effect,
again?
Tanglefoot. Okay. So we'll need to find a way to add the spell effect Tanglefoot to your Tanglefoot bags, just as a heads up.
Oh, okay, I don't know how to do
That's fine. We'll
We'll figure
sort
it
it
out.
that.
Didn't add. That's fine. What else you doing? You were doing the lightning bottle.
Fuck it, we'll try to. Yeah, I did it. It failed. We'll try Blight Bomb. You know, I
Does the
the
15 hit the pirate?
No.
No.
All right.
No.
Unless you're feeling generous and want to use my previous roll. No. That. Attack penalty. Blur. Well.
13 also does not hit the pirate. All
It
right.
does have a splash. It does have a splash. So that's,
Does.
That's one
So we'll
hit.
calculate that. And Simon.
Roll 1.
First action, I am going to step away
Okay.
from Homeboy right here.
Also, really quick question.
Mhm.
I know Attack of Opportunity is a special feat you have to take. Would any of these people even have
You have.
Attack of Opportunity?
No way of knowing until you risk it for the biscuit.
Is it a special feat you have to take?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
is.
Not everybody
I
does it.
cannot. It's a
Oh.
feat that I get as a champion, like at 7th level or something.
Not
There's
everybody that doesn't get it automatically,
Yeah.
but There are but it is a feat.
Oh.
There's in Pathfinder, there's literally only one way to find out if somebody has an attack of opportunity or not.
If he moves
That is getting smacked by it.
I mean, there's another way. You can recall knowledge for certain things, depending on the situation.
Fair.
True.
Fair.
I am going to.
Yeah, fighters get it automatically, and then other classes can like take it.
He's not flat-footed anymore.
Doesn't matter. That's a hit.
That's a crit.
Now, is it a critical?
It sure is.
So, critical.
Oof. So with that, you very like as the axe comes down and the back of it smacks across your forehead like that, it kind of knocks you backwards, and you use that momentum to shoulder roll up onto the table. And as you stand up, you draw and fire, and that small game arrow just hits him right between the eyes, and like a tower falling a very short distance, he just drops like a stack of bricks.
God damn it, I'm not gonna get to do any of my fucking fancy reactions. Because now the only person who's around isn't in 15 feet of me for me to
She's
fucking
so
redemption their ass.
so far away.
That's a question. She, all she has done is cast that grease spell over there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am going to ride over to here and try and use my small frame in this large fireplace as cover.
All right.
Just kind of, I know that I can't use the action to hide, but I am going to stay back there.
Fair enough. Jack, that brings us to you.
Alright, someone's messing with a plant. I'm gonna walk over, and he's the guy that started all this, so I'm just Jackson's like, okay. Can't just walk into a place and give it just start rallying everybody up to just kill each other.
Ooh, that's a hit. 5.
We got this thing that I don't know if your mother taught you or not. Oh shit.
Oof. Critical miss. Now,
I don't think it does anything other than just miss,
don't
right?
think it does. They have to have special effects on like spells and stuff usually.
We got this something called manners around here.
It's giving me Kingsman vibes. Manners maketh man.
After you just decked a cactus.
Just beat the shit out of a plant. Okay. Muriel, you don't have a lot left, honey. Like you're not a very good spellcaster. If we're being honest here. What's the range on this? Range 30 feet. Come here, you chunky boy. Theodore.
Or mobilized.
Yes.
Can I get a Oh, it's an attack. Interesting.
Yes,
Okay.
it is. That's why I can use it on my Magus in the Friday campaign, baby.
Interesting.
That is a miss.
14. Okay, as she like generates certain certain feats give you reactions to critical misses. Hey Chris, there's a feat for that.
There's a feat for that.
As she creates this little bundle of vines in her hand and throws it forward, it just kind of splatters across your shield, having no effect whatsoever. That's 2 actions. We're gonna stride. We're gonna stride there. Go.
You gotta switch to the select tokens thing.
Oh yeah, I'm using a fucking ruler. Yeah, she's gonna stride, and that is her turn. She's great at this. Theodoric.
So, I'm no longer raising my shield.
Yep, raise shield goes away at the start of your turns.
God
No.
fucking damn it. No! Fucking hell.
Come here, you bitch.
I'm not throwing your sword at her.
Just
Right to there.
You know,
Well, you could use 2 actions to move.
for
I
those
know.
familiar with Fire Emblem, Theodoric is very much the knight. Those absolutely beefy motherfuckers with the big lances that are just like tromping across
Yep.
the field. Like,
Yep.
you're not gonna kill me, and I'm gonna get you one of these days.
No, not Frederick. Not Frederick. Not a great knight. The knight.
My lord.
My lord. I mean, actually, you know what? He's actually a lot fucking closer to. He's actually a lot closer to Frederick because he was a guard knight for a.
Oh no.
You should. You all owe it to yourselves to watch the abridged Fire Emblem Awakening on YouTube. It's fucking hilarious. Do a drinking
Then
game
I'm
where every
going
time
to-
Frederick says "my lord," you take a sip.
My lord. And then I am gonna take an extra step forward.
Okay.
So I'll take the step action, take a step forward, spend another action. Ugh.
Hector vibes, exactly.
Smack this bitch in the face.
Oh, that's gonna suck for her. She is not prepared to take a shield to the chops. 11.
Clearly, I'm not prepared to hit a person in the face either. God
You know,
damn it.
it's not right and proper to hit a lady, so you know you're overcoming some internalized misogyny. That's fine. We all have to do it at some point.
I push my shield forward and like Theodoric looks around the shield and like
I'm about to
sees
decimate this woman.
sees her for a moment and is just like, yeah, he pushes the shield forward and then he goes, please just stop, please.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Is it sexist to hit you? Is it sexist not to hit you?
Is it more sexist to not hit you? Like a fucking Deadpool meme.
Yeah, she has literally nothing she can do. This is gonna be great. I'm so excited for her. Karina, he is gone. So, Karina, what can you do? Let's take a look at your spells. Astral Rain sounds neat.
The fuck?
Let's do an Astral Rain. What are you?
We're
Pulling a
indoors,
mass of furious thoughts into the air where they expand into numerous blades that rain down. Any creature in the area. Okay, so it is a 60-foot range and a 5-foot cube. She doesn't know you yet, Theodoric, so sorry, man.
It's okay.
Thump. And we're gonna go for piercing damage. Damage. Oh, honey, can you even like hope to dodge that? Okay. Any creature that's in the area or enters the area takes the damage. Okay, so reflex save.
I'm back.
Nope.
Okay. Muriel's feeling nimble today.
Almost a critical success, of course.
I know.
Oh, is that
So,
Muriel?
how much damage do I take? 11?
The
Great.
area or enters the area to start your
Having
next.
fun.
I
Sorry,
wonder how
buddy.
her
Doing my
familiars-
job. No, it's all right. It's all right. I'm taking the damage for the team, guys. Except the
Taking
only
the
thing I'm taking
damage from
is
the
my
team.
What was
Taking damage
the-
from
A
the
basic
team.
reflex save.
What was
So
the
this
failure
is
again?
a basic
It
saves.
was-
Crit success equals no damage. Success equals half damage. Failure is full. Crit failure is double. Okay, so she still takes half. Which, funny enough, poor lady.
Still puts her down.
That still puts her to sleep.
So,
It was
her-
teamwork, Theodoric. You were distracting her so your party could take her down.
Yes.
What was the familiar's name again? Was it Runkles?
Runkles.
Runkles.
Little
She's with
Runkles.
now.
He's with Runkles now. Oh, that brings us back to the pirate. And you know, not a fan of you being all up in his grill like that, Jack.
He prefers defenseless animals.
We're gonna go in for a strike with the
I'm right over
cutlass.
Come on.
16 is a miss. And a second strike with the offhand dagger. Why is it? It's always his offhand after he's applied the multi-attack penalty. What are you doing, man?
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh no!
that's a big hit.
It puts him down.
Oh. And you all watch as Jack goes in, starts like slicing at the pirate with this dueling sword of his, talking about manners. And the pirate backhands the blade away with his cutlass, and with his other hand comes in and just smacks him in the temple with the hilt of the dagger. Why did it not? Oh yeah, it doesn't put you to sleep. Let's come over here, and Jack is down.
Dude, I really like this world clock.
Yeah, I've got to actually put that to use. That thing seems like it's going to be fun.
It's
It'll be
1:55.
very handy. Yeah.
Can I get it off military time? Or just 24 hours?
Probably not, because
Maybe
that's
a little.
actually funny enough global time. Like people always
Yeah.
call it military time, but like everybody other than the US just uses a 24-hour system. Or
Yeah.
not
Sorry, yeah, I
everybody, but
realized as I
people.
said it, it's like military. I realized I'm like, wait, I'm pretty sure 24-hour time isn't. We just, for some reason, some people call it military time, but it's not actually military time.
Apply
It's
the
just,
dying condition to
I just call it 24-hour time. I don't know if it has an actual name. Did he move 15
24-hour
feet?
format.
Can
He
he still
did.
only move 15 feet?
Correct.
Bitch.
Me.
So if we, because we're not actually killing, we're doing non-lethal here. But if we knock you unconscious, oh, that's dope. Puts you to sleep, puts you prone, flat-footed, and blinded. Excellent. Soul, it's your turn.
Hi.
Okay,
We're
guys, I'm gonna have to dip.
Mhm. Yeah.
But have fun finishing this up. It's only one pirate. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Knocked out 2 people so far.
Try that. What blight? We want auto blight. We'll try blight. Oh boy. If I could fucking hit with this ball, that'd be great.
Hey, stop targeting your friend.
I don't know how to not target him.
Just
It's
hover-
not selecting.
Hover over the
Target
pirate
someone else.
and press
Yeah.
T.
Well, first you have to hover over the part. Okay, press T. I see. That's
First you
smart.
must
I was
construct
gonna say you have to
additional
first
pylons.
change.
First, you must construct additional pylons.
Alright.
Yep.
Fuck you. I'm gonna stride.
Oh, you're coming closer. Can't beat your ass from all the way over here.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Oh, Tanglefoot is also 1 round.
Yeah, not anymore.
Tanglefoot. Hold on. So I know the Tanglefoot spell is 1 round.
They got 6 hit points back.
I have 6 shift. Oh my god!
Tanglefoot.
At least I rolled max on that.
10-foot penalty to its speeds for 1 minute.
Yep.
Because this is the bomb, not the spell.
Yeah.
Ooh, elixir of life. Accelerate healing process and immune to system. Upon drinking, you regain 1d6 hit points and gain. So, apricot. See where it says effect elixir of life? Go ahead and drag that onto your token.
Oh.
Look at that.
Get up, my chlorophyll-filled
Shazam.
friend.
And
I need your help.
see. And you are no longer dead. Look at
You
that.
can target yourself.
I'm just flat-footed now.
Heal.
You are flat-footed and prone.
That's all my actions.
All right.
I hit
Apricot,
with one of my
that brings
balls.
us to you.
What happened? Fish? Fish. What's this okay?
I need your help.
Okay.
Okay. Just okay. Oh my god, I love this character. I will protect. I just met Uppercut.
And
but
this is
if anything
crazy.
happened to him, I'd kill everyone in this room and then myself.
Well, then we're gonna do this. Protect companion!
Protects your idol on our minion. Are you bringing out your minion?
No, I lied to you.
Oh,
Oh, it can't be used.
bad.
It's okay. I have a better one.
It was okay. I appreciate it.
I'm gonna throw my tree.
Oh no.
High protection tree.
It's like a pitched up Skeletor.
Now where do I throw that?
A medium tree suddenly grows in an unoccupied square within range. Whenever an ally adjacent to the tree is hit by a strike, the tree interposes its branches and takes the damage first.
Yep.
Okay. The tree
Now we're
is
gonna
not
throw it
large
under the
enough to
table.
impede movement. If it's in soil and survives, it remains an ordinary non-magical tree. That's neat. That's cool. Coming up from being downed and gives
some
the
reason-
wounded condition.
This isn't a pun, but for some reason, when that if that pops up, like the first thing that pops into my mind is like, that's arborific.
Oh,
Like
no.
arbor. Like
Okay.
arbor. Like
Oh,
trees.
no. No.
And I'm gonna guess I'll take my other action to get up from flat-footed.
Okay.
You pack quite the surprises, little one.
I'm
Right.
tough. That's the end of my turn.
End of your turn. That brings us back to Josh. Oh wait, he just had to bounce.
He had to dip the dog.
We're gonna. What's the range on your short bow? Short bow. Inventory. Short bow. Range of. Doesn't say. Okay. Actions. Short bow. Attack with a weapon you're wielding, targeting one creature within range. Range increment 60 feet. Okay. So you need to get much closer.
He needs to spend a stride because
It's
it's 90 feet.
105 feet.
95.
He actually needs to spend 2 strides, I think. So if we were to move 25 feet as he leaps up onto this table, and another 25 feet leaping onto this one, you can still attack. Oh yeah, it just gives the negative circumstance bonus. Welcome back. I've strided for you twice. If you'd like, you can jump back 25 feet and take a shot with a negative circumstance penalty.
Okay, yeah, no, I was actually just going to, I was going to do that, but I was going to move to about here instead.
Okay.
And then take 1 shot.
$24 hits.
Right to the back of the dome piece. Little blink.
Theodoric. Oh, buddy, they're all the way on the other side of the room now.
Yeah.
Just
Clank, clank,
traits.
clank, 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 clank. Try it again and clank, 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 clank. Try it again.
Clank, 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 clank.
clank, clank.
Foundry also auto-calculates.
It's okay, guys. Don't care.
Really?
Coward.
Don't mind this, Josh. I just want to test something here.
All the strides.
Just remember where you were, please.
That's just my life. It's just strides.
Here.
Fuck raising.
Target
Fuck ever
here.
raising my shield or attacking. I'm just gonna stride
Short
everywhere.
bow. Okay, that's +7 there. Range penalty -2. That's fucking awesome.
Ugh.
So Foundry will auto-calculate your range penalties for you. Good to know.
Nice.
Karina. We're gonna come down, kind of hugging the wall here.
Oh, is she gonna kill him before I get to do anything again?
I
Guess I was
mean,
clanking down here for nothing.
you clank too close to the sun.
I'm not clanking down here to fight anything. No, I'm clanking down to go help to go help Jack, because that's all I'm gonna be useful for at this point.
Hear hissing noises.
First centered on
Here it
him.
goes again. Jesus Christ, Astral Rain is fucking amazing.
It's a cantrip too. That's
I know.
insane.
That's what makes it so fucking amazing. 2d4
Right.
plus spellcasting ability modifier in an area?
success, so only half damage. We'll keep the bludgeoning rolling. Damage. Half.
Also, don't forget to center that on a corner, not on a square, because otherwise that's a really big fucking
Oh yeah, you're right.
radii.
That is
There you go.
good to know. Okay. Yeah, this pirate's taking a beating. But he's still trucking.
And it's his turn.
It is his turn. Okay, so he has a couple options.
Make me bitch. That is only one option.
He is going to use a action called boarding action. Strides, moving up to
Boy.
double his speed.
Oh god, I'm never catching him. Jesus Christ.
However, oh wait, no, because he's not coming off of a boat. So he does not get the bonus attack there. Dun dun dun. Now we're just gonna go all in. Come here, you big chunky bitch.
Why not after the squishy salamander behind you?
Connor, I found an answer for you, or rather, something you might be interested in. Astral Rain, it's so good because it's an uncommon cantrip, which is something that's not normally guppable by like just normal like growth. You have to specifically come into Astral Rain.
Yep, that hits.
Well, that one horribly misses though.
Wait, hold on. Also, I forgot to take the 11 damage from earlier.
Ah.
That would be
In other
helpful.
words, enemies can use it, we can't use it.
The burst is for the amp. The cube is next to damage.
Okay.
Take another 9 points of damage there.
I'm fine. I'm totally fine, guys.
Ooh, boy!
Totally fine.
Oh, doing great.
Wait, hold on. Can I?
That was a critical. What is your
Yeah,
AC?
hold on. I want to ask a question though.
AC
Actually, let me
17.
ask a question for that first attack. Now that I remember
Oh, that
it.
was a critical. So why did
Hold on.
Mhm.
Donde? Oh, wait, hold on. I need to pull up my character sheet. So. Where is it? Glimpse of Redemption.
Mm-hmm.
My thing. My ability that I do, or my reaction, it says an enemy damages your ally, and you're within 15 feet of, and both are within 15 feet of you. Do I count as? Can I use it on myself? Or am I not an
enemy
ally?
damages an ally. Oh, hesitates under the weight of sin. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, it's fucking awesome, which is why I've been trying to get close to people. But whenever I get close, they either die or they attack me, or they move away, or they attack something else that's not within 15 feet.
Yeah.
Do I count as an
don't-
ally for this?
I don't think so. Because it would normally say self or ally. This one is
Okay,
gone.
so I just take this damage, goody.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I'm not sure why it didn't calculate it already. But, oh, and you have not been sustaining a spell, so I'm just gonna... You're also dead, so it doesn't matter. It didn't go green for some reason, but 27 is 10 plus your AC, and it does say critical hit, so we're gonna change that. It's not actually 9 points of damage, it is 12 points of damage.
God fucking damn it!
You're doing great, buddy.
Good night.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Oh,
Don't
no.
worry. I can fetch the
Welcome to the life
The
of
worst
Jerry.
part
Okay.
is
The campaign.
you're 5 feet. You were 5 feet away from salvation because like the tree could have like intercepted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the tree
Okay.
saved you.
So the number is only green if you roll a nat 20. The result will go green if it's a critical. Okay. Good to know. We're learning. We're learning.
It's a learning experience.
So with that,
Yeah,
Theodoric.
that wouldn't have been a natural 20. That wouldn't have been a critical if I had been able to raise my fucking shield. But no, I have to stride 3 times in order to get anywhere fucking close to the fight.
I enjoy. I enjoy the vulnerability we're experiencing right now. I feel like this is a bonding experience.
down
We're all
some
gonna wake
criticals
up
is
naked in the
dying
middle of the
too.
forest with like nothing on our person.
Oh goody, I'm dying too now.
No, you're just
You're
like,
not
Okay.
dying, you're falling asleep.
For right now, yeah, you're just unconscious, but that's good to know. Criticals
You
give
wanted to know.
great
what
to
we could've
dying
happened
too.
to us. You want to know what could have happened yesterday.
Well, yesterday the pirate wouldn't have been there. It would have just been those 4 bozos. Y'all would have steamrolled them so hard.
That's fair. I mean,
Uh,
I was playing a witch that didn't know what to do, but the sleep spell's pretty good.
yeah, fair. That brings us back to
I'm
you, Soul.
literally just a Fire Emblem Knight. I move 4 spaces and that's my whole turn.
yep.
I don't ever get to attack. I just move 4 spaces and I stand in the.
Oh, you finally hit. That's for sure.
Oh goody.
Oh, I should have hit critical. My bad.
Yeah, just go ahead and
Wait,
hit.
does it count as critical? Because
Mhm.
isn't it 16, but it's only 25, so it's only 9 above, or 20 is.
But you
Nope.
rolled a natural 20.
It's a nat-
so
it's a
it
nat
automatically
20
raises
or
your
plus
success by
10.
1.
Okay, I don't know how to.
It
Critical.
raises your success by 1 because you rolled a natural 20.
13 damage.
And the D4 is persistent.
Oh, and it marks him as poisoned. Oh, that's so cool.
Take that, you bitch!
That's really cool.
Oh, is he down?
That looks like he is down. I don't know why it didn't mark him.
He's just kind of like.
You got him.
He sees the tree. He sees like everything going around him. Like he's like looking left and right, and he goes. He like looks up at this like the ceiling, and he hisses really loudly. He grabs one of the potions off. He like bites the top off, and he throws it, and like the top is smoking off as it's sailing through the air. Fire them!
Oh wait, and I take.
No.
He's a bomber.
I can control that.
He's got this. So with the pirate takes no damage because pirate was already okay. I see what happened there. Well,
Persistent was what I was trying to get off. Persistent damage is so good, and I've got
Mhm.
4 different bombs that can land persistent damage. So could you imagine just taking 4
Yeah.
different types of it doesn't stack.
That's-
well.
oh, it
same
does.
type the same type doesn't stack. It needs to be different types of persistent damage in order for it to stack.
really,
Like I can't throw 2 blight bombs and stack the 2d4,
make him die
or it'll
automatic.
take the larger.
Yeah,
one.
it is. So all I would have had to do was come over here and where was it? Go to encounter tracker and set it. Most of them did. The pirate was the only one that didn't, but you know,
I
that's,
finally got
that's
one.
whatever.
I did it.
Okay, I think we have learned a valuable lesson. Don't fucking go further than 20 feet from each other, because the tank cannot keep up with you assholes, and I can't protect you if you're across the fucking
I stayed
world
in this
from me.
Prove my spot. I was having a drink with my little friend, and this guy came up and decked me.
He really did. He came out of nowhere and sucker punched you.
Can I
Mhm.
give Apricot like a little fist bump or the equivalent of a high five though?
Yeah.
We got him.
So,
I got you.
This is an excellent
Yeah.
example of if you're going into combat, don't be this spread out because Theodoric will be in a really bad way.
In my defense, I stayed in relatively the same spot.
Yeah, you and Apricot didn't move.
I did not
It
move.
just kind of highlights
Just that-
the mechanical differences between the 2 systems. It's,
Mhm.
so it's a
Oh.
perfect
Yeah.
first encounter.
I
Yeah.
realized the first turn when I strided like all the way up here, I was like, "Fuck, I'm really far away." Like I look, the perspective is like really fucky. Like I thought I was really close to everything, but like I was actually really far from.
No,
stuff.
no, we're really.
And also, I should note, this is with me wearing fucking medium armor. This isn't me with heavy armor.
Oh, yeah.
I have some.
This is why I'm going for fucking Divine Steed eventually, because I can't fucking move.
Did you catch my compliment from earlier? The reason Astral Rain was like seemed like a really good cantrip. It's because it's not a cantrip we normally get access to. It's an uncommon cantrip. So, summary, it's kind of like a video game where it's like, why does the enemy always get the really good stuff and the character can't get access to? It's like a cantrip for enemy NPCs.
All that said, I personally am stoked. This is good. I am very glad we moved to Boundary.
I'm absolutely having fun too.
Oh,
it's just
great.
frustrating.
This is stellar.
All of you. Well, I have 3 more life elixirs.
Yeah. Don't worry about them. Don't waste your supply.
Yeah.
That said, Kaimyo, thank you very much for your help throughout as we're learning, and thank you for your patience as we're learning. Anybody else who came out, I hope you enjoyed, and as always, I'm gonna go ahead and find someone to raid, and it looks like there we go. As always, come on back next week, and we'll be doing this again and again and again and again ad infinitum. So feel free to hang out and multitasking.
Fair point. This is just this is like a capstone session for campaign 2 and a session 0-ish for campaign 3. So next week we like get into the nitty-gritty. So
yeah. So feel free to come on back.
Starting in this badass port town that you made.
Yes.
Adam, like in our session 0, like, you know, what I'm saying here is if someone thinks they understand this like a little bit better than I do, like Alchemist is, and I understand everything is pretty intimidating, we're all learning, but if anyone like feels like they're getting it better or they think that I could do something better, I feel kind of unoptimized right now and I'd like to be a little bit more optimized. I feel like I'm maybe not doing this right. I don't know if I am or not, or maybe you just haven't gone through enough stuff.
Don't worry about it.
But I
already had to rip out one of my cantrips.
I formally give all of you permission to tell me, hey Ruben, this might be really interesting for your character.